Is everything good?
I would pick another song. Something more along the lines of Finger in the Duty Hole. We could hear you. Oh, shit.
hello, hello. Don't mind me. I just didn't see you there. We are now live. Hello and welcome. Wait, everybody's live, right? Yeah.
We're good.
You can hear everybody? Sorry, this may or may not be our first time doing this, so you'll have to just excuse any mishaps or mayhem that may happen as the stream progresses. Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Butchers of Brightstone. I'm that bronze girl, and today I'm joined by the butchers themselves, who need no introduction. Actually, they do. We're not skipping introductions.
So we're not doing that.
I tried to get out of it, but I think I'm not going to get out of it today. Oh, wow, there's so many people in chat today. It's so... Grandma Bronze. I am an accountant, thank you very much. Listen, these young, enterprising individuals need someone to do their bookkeeping for them. And that is me, yours truly, that bronze girl, the game master of this system. And I am joined by my Versace partner in crime.
Yeah, I think I'm the first person doing role play, you know what I'm saying, in a Versace robe. You know what I'm saying? So I got stunt one time, you feel me, before they can see that again. But go ahead. Anyway, my name is Base LaRock. If you've never heard of me, I'm a caster, DM, content creator, asshole on Twitch, whatever you wanna say. You can follow me on my Twitch channel. And yeah, I'm really excited to be here. So welcome in.
Yeah, and I'm also joined by my fabulous purple-clad... I just realized that applies to two of you.
Yes, it does.
Oh my God.
My fabulous purple-clad horse enthusiast friend, Four. Take it away.
True. Oh my goodness. Well, my name is Four, and while I pet this small feline who may bump the mountain, okay, she's content. I am Four. I am an ecstatic horse groom. Total number of, I think, 86 horses last time I counted. And I am also an avid tabletop role player, game master, as well as fledgling designer, as well as up and coming beauty star of Twitch. So there.
Yes.
I'm here for it. Move over, people of the front page. We have a new beauty guru. That's what they say, right? Beauty guru. We have a new beauty
guru.
Guru. I think that's what they say. I think
Yeah,
that's what the kids say.
Mhm.
I'm not. I'm washed.
Wow.
And that's probably the first time washed has been used on this channel.
There's gonna be a lot of firsts on this channel.
There's gonna be a
with
lot
this
of firsts
group.
on this
I
channel.
can promise you that.
Yeah, I apologize in advance, or I don't apologize in advance for all of them. So, just deal with it. Just deal. We're for the culture here, okay?
Oh no.
Immerse yourself.
Here we go.
And of course, my other fabulous purple-clad friend, my personal crush of the internet, the lovely, the mysterious Voodoo Val herself in the flesh.
Hi, everyone. I am Voodoo Val, Voodoo Queen of Twitch TV. I am a digital artist. You guys could expect to see some wild art shenanigans for this campaign. By the way, this is gonna be great. So stay tuned. You guys can follow me on Twitter, Voodoo Val, at Voodoo Val on Twitter if you guys want to see any of those shenanigans. But yeah, I'm super excited to be here. Super stoked to be chilling with the gang here. I can't wait to see what's next. This is gonna be awesome.
And this brings us to our last companion, who I like to consider the newbie of the group, which means allegedly, I'm sorry, but Alexis probably gets the most crap from all of us, and it's because she's the baby of this party.
Okay. Well, hello. My name is Alexis.
Alexis, where's your costume?
Okay, look.
Wow, you're just gonna
right.
We didn't even start yet, and you're already busting her out. Like, what are we doing here?
Do I even need an introduction anymore? I think you've got it. We're good. No, but my name's Alexis. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter as Alexis A, Twitch as Alexis A.
With
yeah,
three
this is my
E's.
first campaign ever for any tabletop RPG game, so I'm probably gonna screw up a lot. Please don't roast me. Be gentle.
Me too, darling. Me
Please.
too. Don't worry.
For all of us, this is my first time running a Blades campaign. And
Just chew the scene. Just chew the scene.
thank you so much to Mr. John Harper himself for giving us. I double checked to make sure that I got the name right there, because when I'm nervous, sometimes I will say the most random things, and I was like, I know it's Mr. Harper, but I got it right, and I'm really proud of myself for that. So thank you for giving us your blessing. But also, we're going to ask all of you wonderful people to maybe forgive any slight amendments that we make. I like to consider them like fan art that we make of the rules from time to time, because we're all new here, and nobody likes a pedant. Just saying, right? Yeah? No?
I can't spell pedant, but I'm going to nod and say, okay.
Thank you, Base. That's all I was looking for. Solidarity. And with that, I guess I should introduce myself. Hello, I am that bronze girl. No backseat GMing. Hadn't even thought of that. I'm that bronze girl. I am a variety caster here on twitch.tv. I am full-time. Some of you may be familiar with my work on Hyper RPG. Some of you may be familiar with my work for Open Legends. Some of you may be familiar with my work on Geek and Sundry. I do lots of things on the internet. I'm a comic book enthusiast, but I've loved... Something just fell down in my room, and I'm pretty sure that the ghosts in this game are coming to life in real life. But we're going to skip that for now. I love pen and paper games. And in fact, Based and I had our first... That was like one of the first things we ever collaborated with on Twitch, was our own little D&D 5th edition campaign. It was like right when D&D came out. And today, it almost feels like a return to our humble roots. So it's kind of exciting. It's actually very exciting, and I'm so excited to be bringing all of you guys on this journey with us as we delve into the beautiful world of Doskoval. Now, if you're not familiar with the setting, you're in for a little bit of a treat, because Blades in the Dark combines all of our favorite aspects of fantasy and steampunk and horror and dystopia, just about everything. If you read the touchstones for this book, they're absolutely fantastic. We got the Lies of Loch Lamora in there, Peaky Blinders, of which I myself am a huge fan. It's an absolutely wonderful setting, blending some of our favorite things together, because who doesn't love a rogue, right? Everyone loves a rogue. Everyone loves a thief and a scalawag. Being like, lawful good. I'm just going to say this. It's boring. It's boring. So if you're a knight of the realm and you want to go save a town from a dragon, you do that. But that is not this crew. So fair warning going in here. Things may get a little bit awkward. Things may get a little bit bloody. And things may get a little bit, I don't know, lawless.
We're bad people.
I mean, I didn't say it. So, I mean... Murder hobos? Yeah, basically, yeah. Murder hobos trying to find their way into Versace robes, so maybe they're Versace murderers instead of murder hobos.
I'm cool with that.
And that brings us...
Yeah, go ahead. you can try, bro, but it ain't gonna happen, but all right. Ain't nobody killing me for my robe.
Base will fight you.
It begins. Scoundrels, yes. Rapscallions, guys.
I like that one. Ne'er-do-well.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
That's a good one.
I like how I started this campaign by burping into the mic.
John, Mr. Harper, is there like a lexicon of different like synonyms for scoundrel and otherwise do baddie in your can you re-release so we can add that?
We literally are the things that go bump in the night. That's what this is. That's what this is about to be. I'm very excited.
I'm very excited as well. And that brings us to our
this
current
is great
setting.
already. I'm sorry.
What?
It's gonna be good.
It's going to be good. It is going to be good.
Chaos.
I'm very excited.
Fantastic.
I'm very excited. So in this town, known as Doskoval, where a great calamity has happened, thereby breaking down the barrier between life and death, you are liable to find all kinds of things. The city is actually powered by the blood of giant beasts known as leviathans. And this power is the only thing that protects Doskoval from utter annihilation. For outside the electric barrier, powered by this blood of these strange beasts, lies a dark, scary realm full of all manner of things that, as Val so wonderfully put it, go bump in the night. And it is in this unique city of Doskoval that we find our heroes. And perhaps, I guess heroes is probably a strong word for them, but they haven't done anything bad yet.
I'm just trying to get this money.
They don't know that. They might think.
Oh, they'll find out.
I mean, don't go incriminating yourself here. And inside, within the walls of this beautiful area, we have the district of Brightstone, which is famed for its beauty, its absolutely picturesque buildings, perfumed water gushing from fountains, probably one of the most respectable neighborhoods you could think of. You might think of it as, let's just use the word, it's pretty bougie, right? Yeah, it's pretty bougie. And it is in this district that the young, enterprising Jean-Luc has chosen to open his very first bathhouse. But Jean, you've been open for how long now? A couple of months? And how's business treating you?
It hasn't been treating me too good so far. It's been kind of bad, slow. We have some very experienced, free-spirited women and workers that work at the said establishment, but I don't know why it hasn't been working out so well. I'm about to figure that out.
You're not running in the red yet, but maybe not as green as you had hoped?
Close. Other things are keeping my little bathhouse afloat.
Other things are keeping your bathhouse afloat. I guess we'll find out what those other things are.
You said don't incriminate myself, so I'm not going to do that yet, but go ahead.
And in this fabulous, bright city, a young wide-eyed girl, finds herself fresh from the Dagger Isles, seeking out an accomplice of her parents. And she finds herself in the third floor bar of this bathhouse, somewhat of a speakeasy. Sometimes shady deals go down here. And she's looking to trade off some furs that she is, trying to sell at the silver market. And she approaches Jean-Luc. Well, why do you approach Jean-Luc? Why not sell the furs yourself, little missy?
Let's put it this way. Jean-Luc has a very good talent for sniffing out rarities of items, as well as getting me the best prices in all of the silver market. So why not go to somebody that I know from the Dagger Isles as well to help me out and kind of get the best price in the market for my furs?
And how would a young, enterprising lady such as yourself go about convincing the Versace-robed Jean-Luc to mayhaps help broker a deal for you?
In these kinds of dealings, we like to give percentages. So perhaps Jean-Luc is going to be interested in a 10% bargain for helping me seek out the best prices for these furs.
And what say you to that, Jean-Luc?
Well, I mean, 10% is quite nice. I mean, these furs could get a nice little coin out of that, so we might be able to do something with that.
One of your comely bard maidens comes and pours you both a nice little, neat little glass of whiskey. The bottle doesn't have a label on it. Let's be honest, it was probably made someplace on the premises here. And it's at this moment that Jean, your right-hand lady, your front desk person, your bookkeeper, the one you go to for everything, a very tall, almost one could describe as pretty, I would say stacked like an MMA fighter, to break character for just a second. Stacked like an MMA fighter. Thighs for days, thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
Not slim thick, right?
Not slim thick, just thick.
Just needed to make sure it was
Could
not
crush
slim
a
thick.
watermelon with her thighs.
Fantastic.
People are wondering where you found this bear of a woman. And her name is Chantel, and she comes up the stairs clad in a tight little skirt and a collared shirt. She says to you, John, I know you're in the middle of a business meeting, but I need you for just a moment. It's very, very important.
Man, this better be good. What do you need? Talk to me.
It's happened again. It's happened again.
You kidding me?
It just happened. Like there's, let's just say, Lady Bartrow is downstairs screaming her head off because apparently this is the third time in a row that one of her dresses have been stolen in our establishment.
All right, let's go take care of it right now. Okay, bring me down to her so I can speak to her.
Chantal takes you by the arm and leads you down the stairs, down 2 flights to the first floor of the bathhouse. And there you are met with quite the scene. There is a woman wrapped in nothing but a towel, shrieking at the top of her lungs about how this is the third time this week that her clothes have gone missing in your establishment. Meanwhile, your staff are all standing around quite bewildered as to where her clothing could have gone. Some are very feverishly burrowing through all kinds of different manner of clothes and bins, trying to find them. Others are trying to calm her down. All of your ladies clad in red are in all kinds of an uproar over this.
Ma'am, that is the third time this has happened this week, and I'm very sorry.
No, I am talking.
Oh.
Okay. I am talking now. This is the third time that my clothes have gone missing in your establishment. The third time. I'm not even a little bit surprised that there's no people in here. Because if we're being like totally honest right now, okay? Like completely honest right now, I wouldn't come here again. I probably shouldn't come here after the first time or the second time. Like, do you know who I am? Like, do you like have an idea? Because I feel like you got an idea. Because I tip your staff. I am talking.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I am talking. I am standing here naked in a robe for the not once, not twice, but the third time in a row.
Okay, how can I make this right to you? How can I make you stay as a customer?
You can scurry along, okay, and you can find my dress because that was hand sewn.
I will find your dress for you.
I am talking.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
My husband can have this like whole place shut down. Okay, do you know who he is? He's a pretty big deal. I'm just saying, he's like huge where he comes from. Okay,
ma'am, how much was that dress worth?
Well, I don't want money. I don't know if you know this. I have like plenty of that.
It has nothing to do with the money. I'm just trying to figure out how much that dress is worth so I could either say give you the money, make it right to you by that way. If not, let me go and do my job, find the dress for you, and then make it right that way. And plus, on top of that, to make this even, I will give you a voucher for 7 additional visits.
Well, I want you to know that I'm still very unhappy. Okay.
Okay.
And that this is unacceptable. But
right.
If you can find my dress, and if you get me those coupons, I'm willing to let this slide. I will not leave you a bad review with my peers.
Okay. I will make sure you get all those coupons, and I will make sure your dress is found. I would like to, right now at this moment, roll for I'd like to survey the room to make sure, since this all just happened right now, so we're in a bathhouse, okay?
Yes.
There has to be some type of footprints, smudges on the ground, something that shows someone that went from this room to the next room or wherever they went, out of a window, under something. All right, so I'm gonna go and run that.
So you're gonna try to look for something on the moisture or on the ground?
I'm gonna look for footprints right now.
Ah, okay. Guess we should switch over here then.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh.
Oh shit.
That's a rough start, buddy.
First roll. First roll, and you got a 2. I mean, Base, you have a knack for this, though, do you not, sir?
I mean, I am a hound.
I feel like we need a womp womp.
Biggest womp womp at the moment.
It's fine. It's fine. All right.
I just got cussed out by a lady looking for apple care, and then this roll is disgusting.
Playing that character is so hard for me because I think anybody who's worked in retail has probably been through that. And anyways,
I was getting flashbacks when I was doing this right now.
Yeah,
but anyway, continue
I
on.
think that's why it's so easy to tap into.
I was getting a twitch.
So, as you look on the ground and you see about you, you do notice some prints on the ground. However, some of the prints are really like muddled and crossed over because there's been a lot of people walking around. And you notice while you're looking down, quite awkwardly, Chantel is on all fours looking down at the ground beside you.
Chantel, you are 7 foot, 11 foot 12. What are you doing on your hands and knees right now? This is ridiculous.
Well, I was just checking because, and also your friend from upstairs is here as well, and it's like I thought maybe I should look like I'm busy because she kept asking me questions, and I told her I was, and then so there's that. And I'm embarrassing you, aren't I? This is
Absolutely.
I am.
There's
so
no
sorry.
reason why a big woman like you should be on all fours. Someone's gonna get the wrong idea and expect you to be one of the bathhouse wenches. This is not good for business. Someone's gonna use you as a seat. What is this?
Use me as a seat?
You're a big woman. You look like a horse. She just made the same sound as a horse.
I'm usually admired for my size. Okay, some guys like the strong. So actually, that's what we don't want.
Fam, what are you doing on the floor?
I'm helping you.
Okay, so help yourself out of this room, back upstairs to go help the person I was speaking to and tell them I will be back in 5 minutes. Does that sound okay?
I can do that.
Fantastic.
But I just want to say just one thing before I go.
Okay.
Me being a horse makes me also a very good bouncer.
Get out
for you.
of my face
so really,
and go make yourself useful.
She cracks her knuckles a little bit, gets up, straightens her skirt, and leaves. And goes upstairs to try to calm down Polaris, who's waiting impatiently for you and wondering where the heck you've gone. And meanwhile, what do you continue to do?
So I'm gonna start wasting my time a little bit because I'm trying to differentiate footsteps that came out of the room versus the people that were walking all around downstairs, workers or whatnot, customers, and just start slowly making my way out of the room and down the hall and following my way out that way.
Okay. And what are you looking for as you make your way down? What sort of telltale signs?
There's one set of footprints that keeps me occupied more so than the other ones.
Okay.
But again, I'm having a hard time figuring that out. I'm starting to get a little bit more frustrated, so I'm gonna end up going back upstairs to go speak to Polaris.
Okay. And what do you say to her when you get there?
We're having a bit of a difficulty right now with some misplaced things, but I apologize. I'm trying to get you the best price for your furs. So what do you have for me right here so we could take a look at this?
First of all, is there anything that you need help with?
Can I keep something in between me and you?
Yeah, you can trust me.
Yeah, a few times this week, somebody, I don't know who, they've been really good at getting away from the people that work here. And this is the first time myself trying to look for them. And they're even getting away from me. And they've been stealing stuff from the people that have been just stealing clothes, garments. Yes, just taking it and going. I don't know if they're jumping out a window, going into the sewer grate. I have no idea what's happening, but they are gone like a fart in the wind.
Where are your employees for this?
Listen, we are at a rough time with these said employees, okay?
I understand. Say no more.
So, okay, look, check this out. If you help me out and help find this woman's dress in this here bathhouse, what I will do is, okay, I will comp you some free baths and whatnot, things that you like, but that's a whole nother conversation. Also, I will help you out and only take 5% of said furs.
Okay. What do you need me to do?
Okay. So follow me real fast.
All right.
We're gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So I go downstairs and I show her the footprints coming from the room, and I know that it looks kind of funny because the lady's still in the robe, mad at me. But these right
she's
here
like
are the
doing one of
footprints.
those things where she's tapping her foot and like sighing.
Oh,
So you have some very clear footprints here.
yes. Now, you can see them probably better than I can. I don't know what's going on. I just can't focus. I have too much stuff going on here. So, can you help me with these footprints and where they lead? Because it's getting kind of like one of those situations where the gap is closing. Can you do something for me?
I'm gonna go ahead and roll a survey. I
Okay.
believe is controlled and standard, correct?
Yeah. John, do you
All
want to maybe take one stress and try to help her out? Maybe try to consult with each other?
Because I am going to do that. Yes, stress. Yes.
Yeah, so
fantastic.
go ahead
Yeah.
and take one stress, and
Yep.
then Polaris, I'm going to have you go ahead and add one additional die to your pool.
All right.
Well, then.
Have you done this before? I mean,
Wait.
I said.
You meant. So I don't think it rolled the other die.
Oh, she didn't add the other dice in.
Give
Yeah.
me a second.
Just do the same thing one more time, and then you should be okay.
Mm. Oh.
Oh, well, then.
I take a step
I
back.
regret this.
I know nothing of what I speak. You do know what you are doing.
So, Polaris, as you look down at the wet, damp bathhouse floor, you can clearly ascertain a set of steps that is slightly larger than all of the other sets of footprints here. Clearly, looking at all of the fact that you're surrounded by women, this set of footprints is slightly larger, and it stands out to you. And as you're sitting here looking at it, clear as day, you notice this, and you wonder to yourself how Jean-Luc didn't. Clearly the dude's upset, but it also doesn't help that he has like this really angry, mean lady kind of just like breathing down his neck. And you see these
John.
steps leading nearby to a nearby private room.
Jean, I don't know how to tell you this, but there's a set of prints on the floor, right? They very clearly don't. Let's just say they're larger than the other footprints. I don't know if this is a woman, but I can't say it's a man for sure, but they definitely lead to this room over here. And I think this is where you're going to find your dress.
Come with me. We got to take care of this like right now. Quick, fast. Let's run. So I follow the footsteps all the way to the room, and it leads to, I guess, another bathhouse stall, right? That's where you said it went?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you open the door as soon as you go to the stall?
Oh, I go right in.
Okay.
It's my bathhouse. I do what I want.
So as you fling the door open, you are met with a lovely woman dressed in a lavender dress with long flowing purple locks, who looks quite bewildered at the fact that you feel so bold and so brash as to charge your way into her private room.
The door. It was meant to be closed.
Ma'am, I apologize, but there is a situation at hand here. Did you see anybody come in here with in a hurry? Are you okay? Is everything all right in here?
Oh, I'm actually quite lovely. Yes.
Eh.
Is there any more lotion? I'm out currently.
We could do that, but was there anybody else in here? Did someone come in here, burst in here? You've been in here by yourself the entire time.
No, nobody that I invited, and well, you're the first to have the boldness to burst in without knocking, at least. Is there a manager I can speak to, maybe, that will clear this up?
That would be me. I was just making sure that you were okay, but we have a situation where there's a thief on the premises, and I wanted to make sure that you were okay because the trail for said came into this room, and I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Let's see. And you see her sort of peer into the bath, almost in this very snide manner. She sort of like tickles the top of the surface with her toe and says, "No, nobody down there."
John,
This is very interesting. Okay.
John, look at the floor.
Well, listen, I've enjoyed my stay. If you could do me the pleasure of moving to the side so I may.
Oh, hold on one second. That dress that you have. Hold on 1 second. Could you please go and tap on one of the workers that came in with us? Can you please go grab
Jean,
the
I got
woman?
you. I'll go. Chantel!
Chantel comes rushing to you. She hears you from the front desk, and she comes in, and you notice she is sweating profusely. Yeah, everything's
okay?
fine. Yep. It's
Why
great.
are you sweating
Nothing.
like this?
It didn't lose nothing.
What do you mean you didn't lose something?
Didn't lose it. Didn't happen.
Okay, Chantel.
It's great. Do you
You're
really
giving me
need me?
heartburn.
Because I can just go and come right
No.
back.
Need you
and-
for two things. Two things.
Mm.
Calm down.
Okay.
Number one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dress.
Yes.
You saw everyone come in and out, correct?
Yes. Yep. I'm at the front desk all the time. Nothing escapes me.
Okay.
Nothing.
Chantel?
I'm the
Ooh.
best. The best.
You're making me nervous.
Why do you sound like you're hiding something?
What? No.
Chantel, you are 8
No,
foot
I
12.
would
It is hard to
never-
hide anything from you. So listen, why are you sweating so much? Did you just go run a lap?
No. Maybe.
So why are you sweating?
No.
Maybe.
This is a great mystery.
Her eyes
Have-
shoot up at you now that you've spoken, and they lock at your shoulders around a foxtail that you have draped around yourself.
I'd really like to get on my day. My bag, please. Could
Uh,
Chantel,
hand it to
what
me?
are you staring at? What are you staring at, Chantel?
My bag.
That
It's over there. Please get it for me
That-
so I can.
That
At what? What is that, Chantel?
Is it?
because
Is
see the
is there
first
something
thing
on my
is,
face?
Chantel, spit it out right now.
the first thing is that I totally
This
did
just
not
got
lose
washed.
all
It's
of your
clean.
furs. I totally
what?
didn't.
You
Wait,
what?
The case
What
of
furs?
furs you left upstairs, I totally didn't lose them all, and one of them totally doesn't look like the one around his neck. I promise you.
Chantel, can you please
Excuse me?
do me a solid? Can you please tell me that you didn't lose the furs? Didn't I send you back upstairs?
It's okay because I've got something for this.
Well, what do you have for it?
I've got it
You better
because
tell me quick.
I've got it.
What is it?
I know a gal and she could do just about any, and I know that she'll find them. And I thought to myself, I don't know why I didn't think of it when the first dress went missing, because there's a witch here, like an actual bona fide witch. Like, she's told my fortune at least 7 times, and everything she's ever said has come true. And she read my palm once, and she said I was gonna get a bunion on my
Chantel,
left
no,
foot,
no,
and
no,
it
no, no,
happened.
no, no.
Are the
Do not-
furs?
Don't bring the Raven into this. That's the.
Well, the
that's
Raven's
worst idea.
here.
Raven.
That's the
She's
worst
a regular. It's perfect. We'll bring
No.
her down here.
No,
I'll
no,
call
no,
her.
no, no.
She's my
Okay.
best
What in
friend.
the world
It'll be
is
fun.
going?
It'll
All
be
right,
fine.
Everyone calm down. Calm. First question I was going to ask you, Chantel. I don't want to hear anything else other than answers. You understand?
Mm.
Question number 1. Dress that this woman is wearing. Does it look like the one that is stolen?
I
Yes or a no would be great.
kind of.
What?
Okay. Number 2. You were worrying about it. You said something about a fox fur. This woman is now wearing one. Is this... What are we doing?
Jean, that is
And
definitely
at
my
this
fur.
moment, she puts 2 fingers in her mouth and whistles at the top of her not her lungs. I guess you wouldn't really whistle at the top of your lungs, but you know what I mean. She whistles
To the
as loud
best
as
of
she
your
can,
ability, you
to the
whistle.
best of her ability. Which
To the
is,
detriment of our ears.
to the detriment of your ears, but also to the detriment of a certain Mara Vale's ears, who hears the commotion happening downstairs. And the wonderful person who is massaging her shoulders aptly stops and sort of like awkwardly, and then just continues to massage her shoulders.
Why the stuttering? I kind of look around and look up and wonder what's going on.
Don't you and Chantel do that weird little whistle down the block from each other?
I was trying to ignore it, but now that you've pointed it out, I suppose so, yes.
Ah, okay. Well, I'll just continue. It's fine.
No, you're right. water, out of the tub, slap her hands away. I did hear the whistle. I was trying to ignore it.
That's why I paused. You asked me why I started. I just had to be sure.
I know. You're not in the wrong. I get out of the bath. I tug on my leather trousers. I put on my top.
Are you still wet?
Oh yeah. My makeup's leaking down my face. My hair's a mess. No shoes. I'll leave my boots because I'm hoping that this is going to go smoothly, quickly. I grab my bag just in case I need anything. I kick the door open and run down the hallway. Chantel!
Hi!
What
Yay!
are you?
She waves you down from down the hall.
You! What? I was in the middle of something.
So, remember how you owe me for that one bar?
I don't remember owing
You do, because remember that one time we went to that one place and that one dude almost, and remember you told him, you said, I bet you a mountain of coins that you can't beat my girl here in an arm wrestling match, and I won. Do you remember that? And remember you said,
I got none of it.
You gotta help me, please. You said in my last fortune that misfortune was about to befall me, and it's about to. You've gotta help. It's my neck on the line.
I could help for a price. What size shoe are you?
Oh shit.
You're gonna
Because
take
I like those slippers.
I know you do. You've always been eyeing them.
And you're the only girl big enough to have the same shoe size as me. I already know your size. Hand them over. Give them to me.
Right
They're
now?
Mine.
Right now.
Mine. Yes.
Right. Oh,
Yes, right
you're
now.
gonna take the shoes right off
I
my
left
feet.
my boots behind.
Oh, fine.
How am I
Shit.
supposed to help with no shoes on? Thank you. And I take her little slippers, big slippers, and I shove my feet into them. And then I stomp
At this
around
point,
the
it should be
corner.
noted that Mara Vale is. How tall are you?
I'm 6'4", and
Yes.
I'm crazy. I'm nuts.
We'll find out soon enough.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be good.
So I stomp around the corner in my brand new slippers.
Chantel walks behind you barefoot and sad.
So what seems to be the problem here?
They won't let me leave my stall.
Not you.
It's
Specifically, the man in the nice robe. He looks like he's in charge.
Chantel, come here right quick.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, no.
What's going on with her face? What's wrong with her face?
Oh,
I think it's a good aesthetic.
she.
Thank you.
Oh,
I can
no
hear you, by the
problem.
way. I can hear you. All of you.
I'm sorry. I was just I was admiring your
My wax.
Beauty.
beauty.
John.
Yes, the
There you
beauty.
go.
Yes, you're gorgeous, fantastic. But we have a problem here with the thief now. Again, I don't know why we need a witch to figure out if someone stole something. Okay.
You always need a witch, honey. You always need a witch. And I promise you that I can help. I've made a promise to help, really. But you know.
There's lots of tales I tell about the Raven. They say
I just
that
need to know
all
if this
the weird
person-
black streaky stuff on her face is actually her second sight.
It's true.
And they say that her hook nose helps her sniff out all the criminals and the truth.
You just put snot all over my damn bathhouse, and I don't appreciate that in the least bit. But
It's magical.
okay.
And they
Smell
say
anything
that her
when-
wild hair holds secrets.
Who stole the fur and the dress?
Maybe the one looking as inconspicuous as possible in the room.
Ma'am, is this fur yours? No, it does not seem as such because Polaris over here seems to have some missing furs. And you are said to be you're wearing them. I see it with my own eyes. Now, the other problem is that we are missing a nice, beautiful lavender dress. And for some reason, you're wearing a beautiful lavender dress. And it doesn't look to fit you. You got some broad ass shoulders. But that's a whole nother conversation. Now, you
Well-
are already on strike too. The third thing is that Chantel, do you remember this person coming in here in the first place?
No, of course, I carried them in with my bag.
What?
That's why.
Now
Shed
that you
must not have
mention
noticed.
it, I don't remember you paying at all.
Okay, so you have broke the third rule. Now you You didn't pay to come in my establishment. Now, at this point, I would like to go ahead and ask Chantel, lock the doors.
Don't lock that door.
Lock it.
She locks it.
Lock the damn door.
And she looks down at Mauve. And she says, I keep a ledger of everyone that comes in and out.
Well,
And I
here's
don't
the
see
thing
you
about
here.
that fancy ledger of yours. Mr. Jean-Luc, you're willing to put your trust in the word of a woman who can't seem to handle her employees losing another customer's dress, and also can't handle losing illegal furs.
Oh, well, on top of that...
Illegal?
Hold on. Whoa, I wouldn't call anything legal. We don't like snitches in here, but that's a whole nother thing that we'll deal with. But a witch just said it. The person that has watched the front has said that you're wearing said things. And then the third part is that the person that had said furs are seeing you wear them. So we have two situations here. You can either admit to it or we could beat it up out of you. So what do you want to do?
I vote we fight.
Oh, yeah, fighting is fun.
I'm always down for a scrap.
I have two 6 foot, 11 foot, 12 big women in here that are ready to fight.
No, Mauve has never been known to fight in a dress. It's uncouth. We shouldn't. This is a bathhouse. Somebody's going to slip and get hurt.
If you don't want anyone to slip and get hurt, the easiest thing to do is just hand over all the stolen goods, and maybe we can unlock the door and let you out.
Well, fine. Get out. I'll get dressed in the clothes I
don't
came in.
trust you as far as I can smell you. So
no. I'll slip
Drop
them
it up.
under.
Nope.
I still don't know how you slipped past me. I know every face that comes in this bathhouse.
I'm kind of snooping around a little bit while all this is going on. I'm enjoying myself.
I try to shoo you like a wandering stray dog.
I'm hunting around like I'm sniffing things out, and I'm gonna roll a survey. Real
What are
quick.
you trying to do?
I'm gonna see if I might find a stack of non-feminine clothing someplace. Search for something that might allude to an alternate form of some sort. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Is it
Go
really?
for it.
Is it? Chantel, how did you not notice this woman come into the bathhouse?
I know
Yeah,
every
Chantel,
face
we have a
that comes
conversation
in
to be had
here.
after this situation.
But I did. Oh my god.
Jeez.
So I get to sniffing, and I get to smelling, all right? And I'm prancing around, doing my little thing. Ooh, I smell leather boots and
I cannot with you.
men's cologne and
What the fuck are these boots? Where's this cologne? I don't know
And
where
I-
you're getting this.
tip upside down as I look underneath the tub and discover a pile of men's clothing, a belt, some shoes, a coat, and I grab them and fling them into the room and say, "Aha! I have discovered something interesting. You'll have to pick it up the floor. I don't know where it went."
Chantel grabs one of the shirts as it flies over her head, and then looks closer at you,
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
and then looks at her ledger. Nathan?
No, Mauve. It should say Mauve. No, not Nathan.
Nathan. I told you, Mr. Jean-Luc. I told you. Nobody ever gets by me. They never. That's not a thing. And I know. I know exactly. This
I
is
just
a Nathan.
shimmied my new slippers.
Okay, so wait a minute. So what you're telling me is, okay, you're Nathan, but you're also Mauve.
No, right now you're speaking to Mauve.
Okay, so who came in? Nathan, correct? Just nod. It's okay.
I want to know why you didn't pay for two people, because that is.
That's the question I was going to get
Yeah,
at, and
you
that's
know
why I
what,
have you here,
Mr.
Chantel.
Jean-Luc? Yeah,
No,
I want to
no,
know,
no.
because
Oh man, guys.
Ooh.
it's okay. We don't. That's all right. It's okay, but you do have to pay for You have to pay 2 entrance fees.
Woo!
Yeah.
Of
so
all the things
that's probably like
I'm being
4
accused
strikes.
of right
so
now.
There's 2 entrance fees for sure. Yeah,
Well,
no, that's definitely.
So
Yeah.
2 entrance fees.
Yeah, that's
A
2
fur
entrance
that's
fees.
stolen.
Yep.
And this
Sure.
Nathan/Mob or whatever you chose to
Pritchard.
be at this point.
Nathan Pritchard.
Oh.
Pritchards,
because
the what?
Now he
Theater,
knows
you know.
Pritchard Mauve, either way, an ass kicking is coming. Listen, now you have
So,
broken
yeah, that's
many
the rule.
rules
That's
in
the
my
rule.
establishment, and I'm not a violent type.
Because we
Hey,
can write down
Polaris.
Mauve as well, but you gotta pay. You
John.
gotta pay twice. See, you can't dupe me.
Hold
you can't
on.
get one by old Chantel. You can't. I got
Polaris.
eyes like a hawk.
John, grab the shoe. Let's really
Yes,
let's
yeah,
really
go ahead.
put the nail in the coffin.
Put the shoe on. No, put the shoe on.
I kick it over to him. Just put it on, darling.
Sort of like put this smooth leg into the tip of the boot and just like you see Mob sort of like crosses the leg as well and tries to like shimmy the long hem of the dress very carefully and gets the shoe perfectly on.
You better have my
While
money.
Look at the
remaining-
shoe size.
You better have my
John.
money.
So, I'm not so much concerned about the money because now we have the thief in front of us and the person didn't pay, and that just pisses me off. Now, you almost messed up my reputation. Now, on top of the fact that you are withholding money because you have 2 people in here technically, and then on top of that, you stole a whole bunch of stuff, and one of those people I had to give 7 vouchers for. 7. Do you know how much money that costs? That's probably worth more than your life. So, how do you want to take care of this? Either I could go ahead and kill you and take your spirit and sell that on the black market, or I could go ahead and just beat it up out of you until you submit and cry a whole lot and make an example out of you and throw you in the middle of the street and let the blue coats take care of you, or we can get creative with it. We can get real creative with it.
Think what I'm thinking, John?
Yeah, maybe you might be thinking something nice. Now, Chantel,
Yes,
this
sir.
person, and Polaris, everyone in here could kind of understand where I'm going with this. This person, they can model these furs off very nicely. I mean, you have no disrespect, but you have a nice form to you. That fur, on the shoulders and whatnot, even though they're a little broad, who knows? But we might be able to take you down to the we might be able to take you down to the supermarket and model those off and get a little pretty penny about that, now, can't we?
Because it's actually a proven fact that when you put a garment on a person, it's likely to sell better and at a higher price than if you just lay it out on a table.
Chantel, all right, Chantel.
I can model. I can do too.
Well,
yeah?
I mean,
you could. Yeah, no. If we want you to model, we have to turn the lights
But
out.
you
That's a
said
whole
I
other thing. We don't want to deal with that. No.
you know, Mara,
That's for another day.
Mara, we're friends, aren't we?
Sometimes.
So, I thought we were always. Anyways, Mara.
Yes, sure.
But
We
there's
both-
another thing that I'm thinking about here, other than the fact that could help Polaris, because Polaris, he did you wrong, and that will make you even. Now, how are we going to become even? Nathan, Moab, whatever you want to call yourself today. You could slip in and out of. You could be who you want to be whenever I need you to be that person. Now,
John, I know you're having a bit of strife, shall we say? I think you have a great idea coming up for
absolutely
get you some reputation here.
This
Well,
is
if I can't model, I want to be included.
You will
course,
be
Mara.
included. You are special. I like your snot.
Wait, does that mean I can have my shoes back?
He likes
Go,
my
Chantel.
snot. No, never. These are mine. I can have
but
these for 2 years.
oh.
No. He likes my snot.
Ugh.
Chantel, just can you return to the front while we discuss some business?
While we hash this out, because this just got very interesting.
Yes, it did.
Fine. Chantel grabs her ledger into her armpit, gazes wistfully, that's so hard to say, at the slippers one last time.
Bye, Chantel.
And
I'll get you new
tiptoes out of the
slippers,
room.
Relax.
Okay. Let's get something straight. She's crazy. And points at Mara. Crazy
Yes.
good at pulling a fast one on you. Mara, why did you have to go and get me caught?
Because they're
No,
very
don't-
interesting. I'd like to be friends with them. You can't be friends with people you steal from. Make up. We can have some good times here, you and me.
Well, I liked when we had good times convincing Rosalind Kellis that her father was going to be, he was going to trip over 37 stairs while he went
Yes,
to
that
mass.
was fun. We stopped it with demon power. It was fun.
Jean, you up for a little play haunting, or am I the
Ooh.
only one thinking this?
I'm thinking it.
Well, I have a little bit of business to take care of, and you guys could help me with that.
Business, is this with a competitor?
It may or may be. I mean, actually, it may be. It is. Yes, it is. So yeah, maybe you. Oh yeah, maybe a haunting. Yo, Polaris, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it like this. Polaris, you helped me enough here, right? Let's knock it down.
Sure.
I'll just do it for free at this point, just for the trouble. We'll deal with the silver market. We'll get your furs taken off. But let's go ahead down the street into this other bathhouse.
Okay.
Have a little haunting go on.
Mm-hmm.
And then since we have someone here with some sticky fingers, they can go up in there. And anything that isn't nailed down could be ours as well. And me, I'll go for guidance. You guys look like you need a little bit of guidance. So we could do that.
Perfect. I'm okay with this.
You see
Get a little,
the,
positive Yelp reviews in there.
What is this Yelp you speak of?
Oh, it's the town crier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a pain in the ass. He's been talking shit all week. But anyway. You guys
Come
down
on,
to do this?
he's just 12. Give him a break.
Old enough to speak up, old enough to get kicked in the chest of how my pops
Old enough to get married, so.
I don't like him either. Always with his extra. Read all about these things I don't care about.
Well, they're going to not read about this because I want to keep this as down low as possible. Can we pull that off?
We can pull that off.
I can pull it off.
I mean, Mauve here.
Mauve.
I apologize. Mauve here.
I don't have the Dagger Isle accent to it, okay?
Okay, excuse me. I apologize. Now, I think you could do this for me. And if you could pull this off for me, we'll be even. I won't have to go and sell your spirit on the black market. Does that sound good for you?
I would have bought it.
I know you probably would have. You're a witch.
What would you do with my spirit? Don't answer that. I am. No. We're going to do this. So, what do you want to get out of this? I could pull the same scheme I've been doing here, and another. There are a lot of essential oils here that are not easy to get. The spices, the concoctions that are required.
Let me ask you a question. You've been here a few times this week, obviously. Have you been to any other bathhouses this week, let alone the one down the street that I'm speaking about?
Well, it's an easy scheme. Nathan goes in, Mauve comes out.
Okay, so you've been there, yeah?
Yeah, I've been
I'm
there.
guessing they have better oils and lotions than we do.
Oh, by far. They've been on that street for, gosh, I think it's about a year and a half now. The tower helps. The Mistress's Tower, that really gets them a lot of, when you look up, you see, gosh, just a beautiful leaning architecture.
I think it's the lights too. It's pretty. I like it.
Oh yes, and the steam. It never goes down.
I believe that we could work something out here. I need you to get those lotions, and I need you to go ahead and get those oils. Okay. For me. That's what I would like for me. Now, I'm gathering there's going to be some furs up in there too, because Polaris over here could really come up off of that.
They do have rather rich clientele.
And perhaps you could keep some of that for yourself, seeing as we know that you like extravagant things. So you can
wait. Don't be generous. We're giving this person a favor just by letting them live and walk out of here in one piece. Well, we can sell those at the market now, can't we?
I'll take
the furs are fine, Jean. I'll take the furs, but I'm speaking more on, the elegant dresses that will really, really, really tick off, the richer populace, especially missing items in another bathhouse.
You
I think not.
There. You could do that too.
What do I get?
What do you want?
I will go with you because it sounds very interesting. And also, I like Nathan. He's nice.
We could get you. There's face creams in there. We could cover all that up.
What's wrong with my face? Why do people keep mentioning my face?
Oh no, it's beautiful. I'm not saying anything's wrong with the face. I'm just saying
you say beautiful and then you don't let me model.
No, you're too beautiful to model. They'll try to bid on you and not the dresses and the furs. I'm trying to save you here. Leonardo Chantel, Jesus.
But anyhow,
does she not know she's ugly?
How about alchemicals?
Well, I think
Mara.
I didn't say ugly. I said lovely.
I
here's something I heard.
Mr. John Luke, I think think that if she were to wash her face, she might be nice underneath all that, you know. But it's like she's got all that stuff on there.
Do
It's
me a
like she
favor.
crawled out
Seasoning.
of a sewer. What?
Next time we come in here, spill a bath water on her face and see what happens. That's just
She
an
doesn't
experiment.
let any of the
Finish my
girls
thought.
touch her face,
I
though.
never.
Oh,
Hey, I don't want no problems. Go ahead, finish your thought.
Nathan, these people are not exactly as I thought they'd be, but it's
Well,
fine.
this is what happens when you have to earn a living, Mom. You know,
Mara, listen, we're all going into other bathhouses. There might be, because we're in Doskoval, of course, and hauntings are fairly similar. There might be other alchemicals to combat hauntings. So why don't you go ahead and reward yourself with some alchemicals if you can find any?
I will. In fact, I want to go to the mistress's tower.
Okay.
because it's shiny up there, you know.
Hmm.
It's got the gleam of trinkets and loot and jewels. I just want to see if there's anything interesting. Yes. So you'll be taking me to the mistress's tower, and I will haunt the place. I will haunt it good. But does anyone have anything against strong smells? I should know that beforehand. I really should. Strong smells, aversions to strong smells.
No. I mean, I've lived on a ship for quite a while, so I couldn't imagine being, unfriendly with strange smells.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. All right. I'm in. Let's do it.
wait, sir. So, because you called Chantel over. What are you doing with these people?
Man, I'm about to go and make some money for all of us. You understand what I'm saying?
Are you trying to drive the Diamant out of business?
They've been trying to run me out of business, so yeah, I'm about to go do that. Yeah. Unless you want to go work there?
No.
Okay, then why are you worried?
No, they treat their women horribly.
Okay, then. So,
Well,
hey.
Oh gosh, no.
Okay.
No.
So let me go and
I
shake them
imagine
down.
our girls working there, and it's awful.
There's a reason why.
Oh.
There's a reason why I don't like that place, other than the fact of how they treat their women. So no. Okay, don't worry about that. Just know that there's gonna be another place that's gonna be gone that doesn't treat their women badly.
Their girls quit.
Well, if they quit, they could come here.
I heard they're keeping some of them by force.
Excuse me?
Wait. Are you
I heard
suggesting slavery of some sort? Servitude? Hold on.
We're going now. We're going right now.
We're definitely going.
We're going.
all right.
You guys ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Oh yes.
I'm ready. I've been ready. Let's go.
Hold on, I need. And you see, she starts like rubbing back the eyeshadow, like, oh my gosh. All right,
Darling,
all right.
you look fine. Just do like I do and go like this.
I lean over to Mom. Don't do anything that she does to her face, fam. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. You're gonna end up looking like one of those Leviathan's poops. It's terrible. Don't do it.
Now that's just insulting. Let's not rile crowd up
Leviathan
before
dog
the big
is
heist.
is very hard to get a hold of. I consider that a compliment.
See, I keep on telling you, you're beautiful and lovely, and yet you just look at me like there's a problem.
And worth quite a lot. I like these people, yes.
Yes.
It'll be fun.
Fantastic.
Does that mean I get to keep the dress?
No.
No,
That
you get the
dress
dress
now.
back. Give me the dress. I take the dress and give it to Chantel. Chantel, you know where to bring that.
I hop in the bath.
Oh, I thought you already had it off. I apologize. All right,
We're just about stripping here now, I guess.
Chantel.
I'm just
here,
looking.
Chantel, take the dress. And
For the
we'll be
record,
back
those
later.
are parts I don't care to look at.
We'll
okay?
be back
So
later.
just-
Don't worry about
all
that.
right.
What do you think I was trying to hide them?
Well, keep your dingly danglies out of my bifocals.
They can be in my bifocals.
I don't feel safe with the raven. Well,
I'll go. I'll wait outside. You do your things with the dangles and
And the dingles and
the stuff.
I'm
I
just
look
gonna
over
stand
to
outside while this
Polaris.
is happening. Nope.
Polaris, I whisper over to you. You know what they say about ravens? They eat worms.
Dingly danglies.
you're not wrong, Mob. Let's all just head outside.
I can still hear you.
Get
Mom?
out!
I've been out.
All right. I dress up as Nathan.
Oh, okay. So you're Nathan now.
Yeah, I'm Nathan.
Okay.
But I've got agreeable supplies to transfer once we get inside.
Ah.
As always.
Chantel leads you all upstairs, back into the sort of bar-esque area of the bathhouse, the little speakeasy that you run on the 3rd floor. She makes sure you're all comfortably seated, asks one of the barmaids to bring you drinks, and then gazes around wistfully at you all, being that she is Jean-Luc's right-hand lady. And she says, if you want, I could, like, maybe, you know, I could go there, because, like, wait, so what are you trying to do? What are we doing?
Honey,
Okay.
you don't even have your slippers on.
Let's plan this accordingly.
You took my slippers.
You can't go anywhere.
Okay, let's worry about the slippers in a second. Now, what we're gonna end up doing is we're planning a heist. Okay. We're shaking this place down. What the heist isn't necessarily money.
You know what? I could totally tell you
Not
what.
with that scarf, honey. No.
What?
Well, maybe.
Polaris
You want
feels
the
really
scarf
bad.
Too?
I'm just in it for having fun. You guys
Oh.
make all the decisions.
Polaris feels
Always taking
awful
all my
looking at this
things.
woman's barren feet, so she's going to go ahead and pull out a pair of her travel shoes and hand them over to Chantel.
Aw,
Here you go.
Thank you.
Cover your feet.
These
no
are
problem.
far too small.
Look.
Like, what was the point even? There's no way these will fit.
All right, if you're not going to be grateful.
Well, I mean, it's...
Mara,
I
just
can't
keep
even
the
say
shoes.
thought
I
can't-
tried.
Oh,
Yes, thank you. 2 shoes. 2
Wait,
pairs of shoes in one day.
Hold on, Chantel, are you planning on coming with us?
no. I was
about to
just
say.
thinking
It's
maybe
fair to have a
I could help
plan.
you, what's the word? Maybe I could help you case the joint, as the kids say, right? That's what they say, right?
Sometimes.
Okay. Well, here's what I was thinking. Okay, we go into the front. I don't know who's at the front desk, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna take one look at me and be like, "Oh, so beautiful." So I will go in there and talk to them, and I will go and keep them busy while the rest of you go and, like I said, take everything that isn't nailed down. I want from you, Nathan, oils, lotions, furs. That's gonna be taken from you.
You
As
want
far-
the goat soap.
Whatever you think that would make everything here smell, look better, and people would enjoy, I want you to take from them and bring to me. Yeah? We good?
I have a very high taste.
Okay, now as far as my very tall witchy friend, beautiful, I want to make sure that you make that place smell absolutely god awful. God awful. But you could do that via spirit, correct?
I have many ways of doing these things.
I don't want details.
Okay.
Just do it.
All right.
Polaris, I don't know what you're gonna do. What do you have in mind? What do you want to do?
She's supposed to let me into the tower.
So you're
We're
gonna
going to
be,
have to unlock those tower doors for her.
I think we could do this.
Well,
Mhm.
listen, you want this place to shut down, right?
Absolutely.
Well, where else are they gonna get the money to recover from this horrid stench than from the mistress's safe or wherever she keeps her money?
Ooh.
John.
Sean, I don't understand. I thought we were just gonna bootleg and blackmail.
Look, we're
Yeah.
like 2 weeks away from being out of here. So no, I don't think
So
that
we're
we're
desperate? Is it that bad?
absolutely, unless you want to go work at these places.
No!
Okay.
These people seem like this seems like a very harebrained idea. I mean, you don't even know what the place looks like.
I mean, all I have to do is pay for a second person, and I'm out. I mean, no, this is fun. Mom's gonna like this, I think. Yeah.
I'm going
of,
with yes. I'm
You
going
really
with
need
Mom.
to start paying for 2 people.
Okay, let's.
There is
Okay.
only 2 people in there. Is there 3? Look into my eyes. Mara told me that sometimes I can sense souls, like I see an aura.
I did tell her that, but I only
John, I did hear your competing bathhouse's owner and manager is a part of the Church of Ecstasy. Maybe I can do something with that. I heard that from the town crier when I was coming up to your place. So I don't know how true it is. Of course, from the Yelper.
Can I actually roll consort to see if I know if they actually are? Because I'm a noble.
You can. You would know.
All right. I would. All right.
You would have those connections.
Is this controlled?
Yes. We'll say this is controlled with standard effect.
All right.
Polaris,
And
do you want to lend a helping die? Never mind. And it...
No stress on your part.
No stress on your part. That definitely succeeds. So, as you recollect through your Rolodex of all the people that you have connections with in Brightstone, you do remember, not as Nathan, but as Mauve, coming across a key piece of information through one of your friends who is a frequent comer and goer at the Church of Ecstasy, that the mistress of the bathhouse, the lady in charge down the street, does indeed frequent this place.
Let's just be honest here. This establishment is not a nice place. And just like my family, the Pritchards, invest in a humble theater, this woman gets her investment from the church. I imagine that's how she started the business. And also why you're doing so poorly, Jean-Luc. You don't know how to pull strings in Brightmoor yet. Brightstone.
I've been learning the hard way.
That explains
Well,
quite a bit.
This gives you an opportunity, because if you don't have anyone pulling your strings, this means you can do whatever you want. The only issue is your competitors.
Who could we send in there to case the joint?
Me. Me. I mean, they'd never take a...
I'm totally inconspicuous.
Yeah, all 11 feet of you. No, thank you. But next time, maybe. Yes.
Darling.
Nathan. I think
It'll
we
be
can do
Nathan
this.
first.
Yes.
It'll be Mauve coming out.
Go do that. And we'll meet you at the front on your way back out.
Lovely. All right.
Hmm.
Do you have, my lavender dress is gone.
I could offer my cloak if you'd like. It's a bit dingy, but it's loved. It's loved.
Love is nice. But-
John, stop looking at me. I already gave up my slippers today.
You gave up 2 pairs of shoes, honey.
Do we have anything left over from the other girls that would fit Mauve here?
I'll give you my long coat. As long as I can guarantee I get it back, I'll lend it to you, and that'll get you in.
That's nice.
All
I
right.
offered my cloak first, but that's fine.
I know how to take off a coat. She takes it.
Blaze hands it over to Nathan.
Actually, this is actually something you notice. You can kind of tell when Nathan and Mauve sort of interchange, because Nathan's face is very like almost bored, and it gets really tense with Mauve. When you get the sense that Mauve is talking, it's very loose, lax, very easy, and throws it on her arm and says, "We'll get ready for the inevitable.
All right.
Go forth."
Is there any preparations that you guys need to make before we go? Because
I'd like
I'm
to
good to
look
go.
My
Same.
actual shoes.
Your actual shoes.
Well,
I like these slippers. They're nice, but you can't pull heists and use the smells and whatnot with the slippers on. I need my boots. I'm gonna go get my boots.
What would it take for me to?
Bedfellow bring them. If you
What
don't
would it
mind.
take for me to get those slippers back from you over to Chantel?
I want an extra 10 minutes in the tower. I want extra time to look around.
I'll give you 10 minutes in the tower. If it's, Polaris, can you do that?
I can do it.
Then let's do it. I think that's something to be possible. Chantel, you owe me, as usual.
Sir, you are so kind. You're just, oh gosh, you're the best. Give me my slippers.
The joke's on you, honey. Those shoes are gonna smell like me for a week.
Oh my god, what do you put your feet in?
I'm not sure,
You
actually.
just took a bath. How do your feet smell like that?
I kind of just dipped into it. It wasn't a full bath.
Oh my god!
I can't. All
It was
right,
like a small rest.
let's get out of here.
Yes, we get out.
Please, jeez, help me.
God damn it. Can't believe you ruined my shoes.
They were mine for a time.
Oh,
What a good time it was.
we're here for a good time, not a long time. So please, let us move.
All right.
All right.
Smells like a leviathan's butt cheeks. It's terrible.
Again, very hard to come by and wildly expensive. Compliments.
So, Bronze, do we need to make an engagement roll, or what do we do?
You don't.
Okay.
You guys seem to have come up with a wild harebrained scheme, and I'm going to let you go for it.
Okay.
Because the crux of Blades in the Dark is just that. Break the fourth wall for a moment. These aren't just any murder hobos. They're very accomplished murder hobos, at least in my head. I like to think of myself as their greatest cheerleader. So, this is all on you.
Okay.
You guys have decided to pull a heist at a bathhouse down the street that you know close to nothing about.
Waiting for our friend here to go and enter and come out a completely well versed and understood of what's going on inside, so he could give us the info.
Okay.
Could I make a survey in that case?
Well, do you all go together? Are you all together now?
I
Do you
think I
separate
should
just
go
so I know for
first.
planning?
I agree. I
Okay.
agree.
So everyone
Correct.
else is gonna hang back.
I'd like to.
Jean-Luc's
I'd
bathhouse.
like to be crawling around, skulking about outside, sort of, because I'm not going to enter with the rest of them.
You
I'm
like
Okay.
I'm gonna do my own thing and run around, and because I'm supposed to be haunting the place.
True.
Yes. So I've got my things. My bedfellows brought me my boots back, and
Okay.
They're gonna chase you out with a broom.
They can try.
So
Better be a
Mara
big
is
broom.
goodness knows where. Polaris and Jean-Luc are sharing a pint at an establishment just a couple of doors down from the competing bathhouse named the Diamond. Very pretentious. And Mauve, you find yourself at the front desk of said establishment.
Okay. So I have my
What are you
Coat.
trying to do?
I would like to be a customer only for a little while. And then while I'm there, I shall kind of just try to get the lay of things. I want to definitely know how to get to the tower
Okay.
of this mistress. And I definitely want to know where they store, because I could just like, once we do the heist, I could just go into the other stalls and just like grab all the soaps and beauty products, but I want to see where they stash the where the cupboards are, where they keep this stuff,
Ah, okay.
and how I can get. I also want to know how, if there's any security, like are there big scary fellas that are ready to rough up a customer, or if things go wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you enter the bathhouse. You register in the ledger under the name Mop.
Oh, wait, you're right. I will, yes.
Mm-hmm. You're escorted into the back of the house by one of the lovely maidens who works here. You state that you prefer to spend this bath alone, I'm assuming.
Yes, just to freshen up.
And as she walks you to your stall, which is about mid. I'll describe what you see, and then depending on how your roll goes, we'll see where it goes from there. So as you enter the bathhouse, you notice there is one large sort of communal bath in the middle of this long stone building. And along the sides, there are plenty of what are really private rooms. There's thick wood panels that separate everything, and the doors come all the way down to the ground. There is, however, a nice ventilated space over the top of each stall, if you will. And you can see different kinds of smokes and mists kind of wafting out of the different baths. You hear all sorts of sounds as you walk in, some more disturbing than others. Some might make you a little hot under the collar. But as you as you walk in, you start to look about.
All right. I only have one in survey.
Okay.
So, is this controlled?
I'm gonna say this is risky.
Risky,
It's
yeah.
standard effect. Yeah.
Because I really do want to.
You could always push
Adva- I-
yourself.
I could. Um. Yeah, I do. I want to push myself.
Okay.
Okay. Here I go. 2 dice. Okay. Okay. 4 is fine. I hope 4 is fine.
So as you look around, you do notice a few things. You notice that the mistress's tower, as Mara has described it to you, isn't really a tower at all. Rather, this building looks like it's almost a repurposed old cathedral, maybe at some point. And that.
Fitting.
Yes. And that about halfway down the building, you notice that there are sort of like turrets that come up, and they have like outside, obviously you'd probably see a little bit of a cone, and so you do notice, you're not sure which one of these is the mistress's tower as it was described to you. You don't even know if the mistress is in one of them, but you do assume that this is probably what Mara is referring to, one of these 4. There's 2 in the back, 2 corners, and 2 about halfway down the length, because this building is more long than it is wide.
Okay.
And you don't, however, notice any storage rooms that you can see, but that's only because as you walk down and you're escorted into your own private, like, sort of bathing area, you don't get to see a view of the past, like, or the last third of the bathhouse. You do, however, notice that there are quite a few guards here. And another thing you notice is this is probably a very odd number of guards for a bathhouse. Why would a bathhouse need this amount of sort of armed security? It's a little bit suspect to you. Something that sticks out in your mind as a frequent comer and goer of bathhouses.
That's unfortunate. Could I do one more thing before I try to leave?
Yeah.
I want to crawl up to that ventilated space, and could I sort of mosey stealthily along to sort of see if I can get a look at where these storage rooms are? Because although I'm probably not allowed to wander or to look suspicious, I'd rather do it so nobody sees.
So you're trying to crawl up onto like the dividing wall between 2 rooms, since there's like a ventilated spot up top? Okay.
Most certainly.
Okay.
And I'm hoping the steam is going to be enough to sort of keep me hidden.
How far are you trying to travel?
All the way.
That's going to be quite a balancing act.
Mav is a master
Very
burglar.
live.
She can do it.
Okay, let's see you do it. I'm going to say this is risky with reduced effect.
Can I roll for Tums and Heartburn or no?
Okay, so risky and what was it, limited?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to push myself. I'm going to just pray.
God bless.
I did not pray hard enough.
What happens, in your opinion?
I think what happens is Mav sort of hops up and starts moving, but it's clear that she has grown a bit too ambitious and is starting to sweat from the steam as it piles up towards the ceiling. And what I kind of want to happen is she falls. It's up to you if I fall into another person's stall or if I fall outside of their stall. And maybe I get
say that Mauve, because she is very lithe, doesn't fall.
Oh.
I will say that she's a very, very lovely lady. And as she crawls up onto the top of this divider to look out through the mist, And as she's peering and kind of like slipping a little bit, because it is very slick and steamy in here, and she put on a like metric crap ton of lotion. You literally said you ran out of lotion right before you left John Luke's. Your hands are slick with lotion. And as you get up there and you clamber up, you're not as svelte as you think you are. And you catch the attention of the neighboring patron almost right away.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who is this patron? I know who it is. Can I have a flashback?
You can, yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, it's lit.
I'm gonna have a flashback. I went
Which is
to.
a thing, by the way, in Blades in the Dark. You can actually have a flashback wherein you sort of get to retcon something. You get to choose something in the past that you had laid as a plan prior to coming here. It's a sort of a mechanic that's unique to Blades in the Dark. So
I want my friend Darmot, who is a blue coat, to be. Yeah, I dragged him along for this because after I got away from Jean-Luc, I had to tell somebody what was happening. It was just so exciting. So I had to go find him while he was on patrol and be like, "You have to come. Like, you have to come back me up on this. It's gonna be fun. We get to go to this bathhouse I've always wanted to go to, and they have all these like they have goat milk soap, and like they give you like 3 bottles of lotion when you like get the premium access in their private stalls. But you gotta. I'm just saying, if I get into trouble, can you get me out?
okay. So
So
sure
that's.
enough,
I want the neighbor to be Darmot.
Sure enough, Darmot does hear of your ridiculous plans. And luckily for you, he is who is bathing next to you in the adjoining stall. You were
Great.
not aware of this when you came in. He kind of just came by to keep an eye on you.
Mm.
And as you peer down into the stall, you notice that you've caught the eye of a barrel-chested, just huge bear of a man. He's got a very thick 5 o'clock shadow, even though he probably shaved that morning, and a thick, curly coif of hair. And you see him sitting there, belly puffed out. He's a little bit portly, in the tub. And you are treated to a perfect top-down view of just about everything.
Holy shit.
Well, hi. Hi, Darmot.
Let's go.
Oh my god, Flora.
Oh.
Why did I choose these people?
I didn't see you there. Are you liking your bath?
By Jove, what are you doing up there?
Oh, just dropping in.
I knew you were up to no good such tomfoolery when you told me about your plans earlier today.
Why do you think I invited you?
What are you doing? Get down from there! By Jove, man, someone will see you!
Mav. No, not man. And I dropped down.
Oh, does he know you as Nathan? Or as Mom?
I think. Oh, wait.
I got a little bit
I never specified that. Okay. So here's
My bad.
So what I think happens is, I am his good friend as Nathan, but
Right.
Okay, now I want to establish something.
Wait, so he does know you as Nathan.
He does know me as Nathan.
Does he know Mauve? This is your flashback, homie.
This is my flashback. I really need to get this. Okay, I think he knows Mauve. I don't think he knows Nathan.
Okay.
Because you're Mauve now.
I'm Mauve right now. I came in as Mauve. That was the plan. So he knows me as Mauve.
Okay.
And maybe he knows me as Nathan too.
As both.
Or does he? Maybe he knows me as both.
Okay. In that case, he says, "Good God, woman, get down from there. Someone will see you engaging in such tomfoolery. Come down." He gets a hand up to try to help you down.
Okay, I thank him because I'm slipping. I'm going to fall. Oh no. Oh no. And I fall into his arms.
What are you
Wow.
doing?
Oh, it's it's theatrical. I have a play coming up. My family isn't getting as many actresses. I need to faint.
Mom, are you trying to get yourself killed?
That's what I think every time you go on patrol. Why can't I have the same kind of,
He's holding you.
that's and then I get out of his very burly
Puts you down.
arms. Yes.
I told you this was some kind of harebrained scheme? What if someone had seen you up there? What if there was someone else down here? What if they had tried to have their way with you? This isn't a reputable establishment.
No, it's not.
Marv,
I
I'm
could-
taking you home.
Right now?
Yes, I'll have no more of this.
I just have to stop at Jean-Luc's place. I told him I'd give this place a good review. Or
gets
tell
up.
him if it was a good review.
And, well, he's already standing up, but he gets
Of course.
up and walks over to where his clothes are, wraps the towel around himself, and starts to get dressed as he's sort of looking at you sternly. Disappointed almost.
Oh no. I can make it up to you. Come on, favor for a favor. Just name it.
A favor.
A favor. I wanted to have a good time with you here. It sounded like fun. Let's do something you want to do. When I have time. I mean, do you want? Gosh.
Someone's angry in the background.
I'm nervous. I'm like knocking things over, and and just.
Okay.
I
Well.
mean,
I do have a family function coming up,
Oh man.
and I could use Mauve.
yeah, I guess you could. Yeah. All right. What is
Will you
this? Are you
pretend
gonna
to be
be?
my girlfriend?
Are you going to be in uniform?
No, of course not. It's a family function.
Okay. Okay. As long as you're not in uniform, because I can't stand blue. I mean, I can't stand like, it's harrowing. You know how it is. I'm not saying you always breathe down our necks. I'm saying like there are blue coats that I would be happy to join you on your family
So you'll
affair.
come
There it is.
and talk to my mom.
Oh well, of course.
You'll be a nice girl.
There's so many good things about you to tell her.
So come to the barbecue.
Barbecue.
Oh.
Really wanted to have Chinese.
You know
It's
what?
one of those.
This is my situation. No. You're not in a position to compromise right now.
No, I'm not. But it's you get so flustered.
All right, fine. I'll help you this one time.
This one time.
one time.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you want to
He
finish your bath?
Puts his hands down.
Oh wait, he already has his towel.
Still wearing
Oh,
a
well.
towel.
Yeah.
Go on, I'll give you a boost.
Thanks. Hold on, and I dry my hands on his towel because they're still oily, and then I go up.
Okay.
Yeah, there we
And
go.
With his help and stabilizing you, you do manage to notice a little bit further down that there are a couple of closed off rooms that almost look like offices in the back of the bathhouse, as well as sort of an employees only section towards the back that has a number of closets as well as like sort of dressing rooms for the employees.
Okay.
Mhm.
I want to get out of here.
Okay. And with that, he helps you back into your stall and you leave.
Yay.
You reconvene with the others.
They got their shit together.
How
I'm just
together?
Kind of, like,
Oh,
walking
it's
around in the mud outside till I hear you guys talking, and then I kind of skirt around the building. I found some windows.
How tightly are they secured?
Honey, there is nothing secure from me.
So you're saying that it's possible to pick lock those windows and get you an opening into that tower that you want to go into?
Or put a rock through it, or a boot. I'm just
All right,
saying.
okay, well,
matter how-
listen, we gotta be discreet. It would
Hold
be
on,
more fun that way, but
Are there guards in the hallways?
yes. Yeah.
A lot?
Yes.
Well, I saw some windows that looked like they were two unoccupied rooms towards the back.
There are some places in the back where the workers go and where they keep most of this, the stuff.
So if I put a boot through one of those, would they hear us?
I mean, we would have to.
we're gonna
I
have to finesse this situation.
I thought you wanted to get into the tower, because guess what? There's more than one.
Oh. See, I've never actually been inside. I just knew of a tower, and I wanted.
Well,
to see
here's
what
the
was in
good
it. I
thing.
was not.
Here's the good thing. It's they just bought this property and didn't bother to build something new. It's still basically a church. So what
we're talking cathedral glass, very frail, flimsy glass. Okay.
Or at the very least, the locks can't be too. They must be brittle, or at least
old, easier to access.
This
Okay.
is true.
I'd
This
say
is
so.
true.
As if we could get you in, customer, otherwise you could probably pick them. But here's the thing. I don't know which tower is where the mistress might be.
But
Maybe if we can make as much a distraction, and I look at Mara very cautiously as we can. Oh my God, you're
Did someone say distraction? I've got all sorts of those.
Jean, we need someone working up front.
And yes, I was going to say, like I told y'all, let me go to the front desk and talk to who was ever at the front. That way, everything's taken care of in the front.
All right.
I mean, as far as distractions go, I mean, isn't the
I put a boot
haunting
through the window.
put a
something-
boot through window or haunt? How about we think of it like this way? You want to break in, that's fine, but how do you get out if there's guards all over the hallways?
The noise is gonna call them over there as soon as you put that boot through the window.
So why don't we go in as patrons?
Mm-hmm.
Walk in through the front door, leave through the front door. I know you want to have fun over there, but we got to be discreet, right?
Yes,
Here's the thing.
Right.
In case something goes wrong and we can't necessarily get out of the front door, though, I think since we've kind of established that these are older locks on the doors and windows, I feel like I should get some of these windows open overnight before we hatch this grand plan, so we have an escape hatch in case something goes wrong.
That's a good idea. You could do that.
So we could do that tonight, and tomorrow we go in.
Okay.
Sound like a good plan?
Is it
Less
bright
things
and
than a boot.
now? Is it bright and early, or is it during the evening? Because I have a function to attend.
Let's go in the morning.
In the
'Cause
morning.
right, yeah.
There can't be hauntings in the morning
Why not?
because I need the cover of darkness to skulk about and.
Then
Well,
blow out a
Mara-
candle.
Duskfall is a
yes.
dark place.
I know.
Turn out the lights.
I'm okay, but no complaints if I do extra woos and like
No complaints.
voices I like. And
No
As long as you get your job done, no one's questioning anything.
All right. Fine.
So we go in the morning, and tonight we unlock the Polaris. You go in and you take care of those windows. Yes,
Yes.
sounds good to me. Everyone here, and I hand everyone a token. One free bath tonight. Take a load off. We got a busy day tomorrow.
Lovely.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Chantel, you were here the whole time?
Yeah.
All right.
I was hand pressing all of these flyers that you mysteriously asked me for. So I'm just gonna hand them to you.
Hand them to me. I put them inside of my robe pocket.
I'm so proud of you guys. It's like you're a team.
Are you
All
wearing
right,
the
we don't need
slippers?
the cheerleading.
No.
I
Good.
kind of. You can go on.
I think you guys are great. I think you're going to do a great job. And I totally don't
Good.
hope you end up in jail because that would suck. And then I wouldn't have anybody to sign my paychecks and be my boss. And then I'd probably
Wow, so this
have
is
to go back to
purely.
cage fighting.
How good at cage fighting are you, Chantal? You're a real page turner over here.
He's
Do you see how big this woman is?
I mean,
I am 5'2". She is 8'9". Who do you think is gonna be doing the fighting? Not me.
Why does my size keep growing with you, sir?
Because no one really knows, honey. Just like no one knows how long I've had this eyeshadow on.
So, did you bring the bucket of water like I asked?
I can hear you still. Stop
Oh
it.
no! Oh
No,
no!
the bucket of you look parched. You look like you need to
Oh.
drink some water. That's why I'm asking. Okay. Oof.
oh Lord. All
I
right.
like this one. He's very flattering.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mara, we'll talk later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do we head back to the bathhouse and do this or what?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So, we go back to my bathhouse. I'm gathering,
Yes.
and now we have downtime.
And everyone apparently has a free token for a free bath.
Oh
my
yay!
fellow.
So I'm going to say that when you go into this, you're going to be extra relaxed. Yeah. Which will play into your roles later.
Oh no.
Super relaxed. And you all have a relatively uneventful night, except for poor Polaris, who spends the night lurking about the place. All right, explain to us what you do, or what you attempt to do.
All right. So I've kind of gathered information from my friend Mara that the back windows, specifically on pretty much the back left-hand side, I believe, are pretty frail windows, and the locks and tumblers should be pretty easy to crack. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of get a take of the area first before I head to those back two windows and get them unlocked.
Okay.
So I guess I should give a survey.
I'm actually not going to ask you to do a survey.
Okay.
I'm going to actually say you probably succeed at that.
Okay.
And instead, I'll tell you what you see.
Okay.
As you come around the back of the building, you do notice there is a patrol. They don't really take note of you at that moment. And the windows are quite high up, and most of them actually, don't actually open. They're just windows, stained glass windows. However, around the back, you do see a couple of exits that have been sort of barred, you know? And you do notice that one of them is an employee-only entry and exit.
Okay. Is that barred as well?
It is locked. Now, what you could do is you could attempt, because there's a guard and there's people people coming and going from the back. You could attempt to maybe find the key on someone. You could always lockpick it as well, but it's one of those things that someone will probably notice it's unlocked and lock it again.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try and finesse the key off of a patrolman then.
Okay. Go for it. How do you attempt this?
So you've told me already that they're pretty much at the front. I don't know which side of the building they're on, so I'm gonna go ahead and have you tell me.
They're at the back. So
okay, the back.
So you're around the back. There is one patrolling guard, and there's an entrance that occasionally someone goes and leaves from. Usually people who work at the bathhouse. It's like the employee exit or entry in the back.
Is he facing me or facing away from me?
He's facing away from you right now.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and try and sneak up behind him, and use a sleight of hand to get the key off of his belt, where I'm assuming it will be.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and have you roll a risky, and I'm going to say standard effect, because he doesn't
standard effect
right now. Yeah.
And I'm actually going to go ahead and take some stress here and push myself and give myself a bonus die, so I'll go ahead and add 2 stress for this.
You can do that, yep.
The standard bonus die 1.
All right, so you do successfully manage to get the key off of his belt. And as you slip it into yours, he does sort of notice you behind him, and he says, "Can I help you with something?"
Yes, actually, I'm kind of lost. I was looking for, I don't know if you know him, Jean-Luc's bathhouse. I was told it's somewhere in this area. I got a free token for a bath. I'm actually really lost
This
and was
is not
hoping you could help
Jean-Luc's
me out.
bathhouse. This is not. No, your token is not good here. This is not Jean-Luc's bathhouse.
Well, I
Who gives
apologize.
out free tokens for baths anyway?
I'm mistaken. I'm sorry. I'm actually a merchant, so
You're
I'm
a
just
merchant
looking
now.
for business.
What do you want? Why are you here?
Well, I am a merchant looking for the bathhouse that I got a free token to do business with Jean-Luc.
So
Could
what
you
you're
just point
saying
me in
is
that
you can't
direction?
afford this bathhouse.
No, I'm relatively. I mean, you see what I look like. I'm sorry. I can't afford this bathhouse. It's actually a very nice bathhouse. I'm sorry about that. But I will get off the premises so I don't draw negative attention to your bathhouse.
Yeah,
'cause
maybe
I
don't
don't
talk
want
about
you guys.
competing bathhouses at our bathhouse.
Exactly. Yeah, no
Ones
problem.
that are
So
gaudy enough to give out free tokens.
yes, sir, no problem. I'll go ahead and get off the premises.
He like looks at you. Yeah, that's what I thought. Beat it.
No problem.
If I ever see you around here again, you might catch the business end of my club.
No problem. I'll leave.
Yeah, no loitering.
And I'm gonna turn
Fucking hop
around
to
and go
it.
ahead and kind of lurk on the side of the building in the shadows and
I
kind of
see
just
you. Move it. Off the premises. You can't afford us. Please leave.
All right, I'm going. You don't have to be so rude about it, but I'm leaving.
What's rude is you coming around here with your gaudy free bathhouse tokens. Like that's a thing. Like I'm dumb. Like I don't know that who's out here giving out free bath. Ever see you around here again?
All right, and I'm leaving.
Yeah. He knows
Are
you
you-
now.
Shouldn't you be patrolling? Like I feel like this is really inappropriate of you to just be.
What's really inappropriate is you
All right,
still
sir.
standing
You're
here talking
being
to me.
you're being very
No loitering.
very
Do you see the signs?
inappropriate.
Do
I'm
you see
going
the
to go
signs?
ahead to the town Yelper and give you a negative review because you are making this bathhouse look so unprofessional.
Yeah, like
right
anybody's
now.
gonna
I
listen
cannot
to your
stand
review.
you.
Like anybody's gonna listen to your review. Review of a
I mean,
two-bit
listen,
merchant.
I'm a pretty popular merchant around
Yeah,
these
yeah.
parts.
Why don't you go back down to that scummy bathhouse and?
I sure will. Why don't
Yeah.
you go ahead and do your job then?
Yeah, how about you beat it before I beat you?
You want to test that?
Yeah, I do actually.
That's cute. I'm already leaving anyway, so I'm kind of not on your premises. You're basically shouting at me right now from across the street. You're making yourself look bad, sir.
You have.
Do
a
they
point.
just keep getting further and further apart?
are,
They're
yes,
still
he's
yelling
yelling.
at each other.
Yes.
They're like a block away. You
Yes.
suck. No, you suck.
She has a point. That's what I thought. Keep
Awesome.
walking.
You're
Walk your
following
sad
me
ass-
off the
walk your
premises.
sad
Why
ass
aren't you
the other
doing your
way.
job?
Leave.
You're making. And I swear, and this is why this bathhouse is suffering because of
That's
guards
why you
like
can't
You're
afford this
following
bathhouse
me down
because
the
you broke.
street. This is
You
so
broke.
inappropriate.
You're broke, insubordinate, and churlish.
I mean, I'm actually
Meanwhile-
not broke. I just prefer to dress this way
Do you?
just so I
will
don't
you
draw
remove
attention to
yourself,
myself. But
or
you're
do
not
I
doing.
need to remove you?
Okay, I'm already gone. I'm literally not on the premises. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Bathhouse.
Good God, man!
Like, it sure is taking them a long time. Where did she go? I thought she was gonna be in and out and relay the things to us, but I don't know where she's gone to.
Trust the process. Maybe it takes her a little time. I
Do
don't
you
know.
hear the yelling? I hear the yelling. I don't.
All I heard was something about a shitty bathhouse. It might have talked about someone down there. Couldn't have. I don't know what's going on.
I just think that's odd and out of character for her. She seems like.
Wait, is that
Nice
her
girl.
yelling? Is that
I don't
her?
know. It could be.
Go check.
Oh my
I'm gonna- I'm in the second floor. That's where we are, and so I'm just gonna like leap into the window and just like fall out the window.
Wait,
Like, just
out
like
of
that.
Jean-Luc?
Yeah, because I'm gonna go see what the hell is going on. Because
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. I'm getting pruny.
Yeah. I'm walking down the street and I'm following the sounds of "You're dumb! No, you're dumb!"
And you
And I-
hear, as you round the corner, a young man yelling, "That's what I thought! Keep walking!
Why don't you walk back
You
to your
little
premises
walk.
and care about your bathhouse?
Why don't you worry
You're
about
doing
what
a
my
terrible job.
you
You're doing a terrible job.
stop loitering. Stop
So
loitering.
I'm not even on your property.
I see this.
Sir!
I see this, and they don't see me yet because I'm still like kind of like in the shadows.
No, he's occupied with her. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're occupied. While they're occupied, I decide, because I'm Mara, that I'm gonna do something that's just gonna like stop all of the BS.
Oh god.
So
Oh
what I'm
no.
gonna do.
You can take out your cell phone and record it.
No.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pants off
Oh my god.
and I'm gonna tie them around my neck to keep them secure so I don't forget them anywhere. And I'm gonna stride down the street.
Oh my god. No.
I look out the window and all I see is her ass.
Oh, what
Whose hairy ass is down the street?
You know whose it is.
I'm disgusted.
I'm gonna march up behind him where she can see me, but he can't see me. Okay? He can't see me yet. And I'm gonna strike a pose.
I'm still watching.
And
So
on
I
the
meanwhile-
can see
while
Mara,
you're-
but the guard cannot see Mara,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, she's behind him. And meanwhile, he's saying, "Dagger Isle looking ass, broke looking ass. Get the."
Couldn't get a real job and join the blue coats looking ass. You are broke. You're in the
Excuse me.
military. You're doing nothing.
I was attempting to take a bath.
That's a whole lot of hair on that ass. I can see it from here.
What the heck?
I'm
I was
getting my
attempting
nails
to
done.
take a bath.
Go braid that shit.
And you stopped me before I can take off the rest of my clothes. I'm so appalled with this ruckus. I've had to come outside and ask you just what the hell you think you're doing.
It's a big yikes from me.
Ma'am, I am so.
Don't owe me. You wanted someone to come out here with all that noise. Well, you got me.
Ma'am, I apologize. If you could please re-enter the bathhouse and please either put your clothing back on or you move inside.
Are you gonna be
The
quiet if I
yes.
go away?
Yes, ma'am.
While this guard is
Yes,
distracted,
ma'am.
is it possible
Yes.
for me to slip away? Because he's clearly
I'm
not.
like giving her the, like, take off.
Yeah, ma'am, please, yes.
Okay,
I
so at this point, I'm
apologize.
gone. I've left.
I
Go
apologize.
inside, little man.
I
Go
will.
inside.
Well, I can't. That's my job is to patrol, but I will walk that way.
Yes.
Please.
From whence you
put
came.
Yes, I will do that. Yes, ma'am.
So he goes, and I just still with my pants tied around my neck like a cape. I don't even put them back on. I just stride,
Oh my god.
long-legged strides all the way back.
So
And I don't use the front door of the bathhouse. I'm climbing. I'm
Oh
scaling
my-
the wall.
so you're
back up.
making this a spectacle, pretty much. In
Oh
order to
yeah,
give you
so
time.
people see my white ass shimmying back in the second floor.
Okay.
I found her.
If you don't put your damn pants on in here,
This was a sacrifice
What
for
the-
all of you.
what is that smell?
This was.
Oh my god!
I asked you if you
Let
had
us,
any other
Leviathan's asshole!
Again,
Get the pants
something
on!
very pricey.
It's
Look,
pricey and it smells like cheese!
You said
Put your pants
so
on,
many mixed
son of a
signals.
bitch!
I'm starting
Oh!
Fine.
Oh! What?
Hands up around my neck, and I shimmy into them, and it takes me some time because my boots are still on.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
my god.
So I slip and fall, and my ass is in the air, and I'm
Oh.
still kind of like
All I see is asshole and
my
hair.
pants,
That
like jerking them up.
lie of all the ways to distract someone.
This was out of love. This was for you, and this is
Okay.
how I am repaid with slanderous
Well,
lies.
Polaris, please, Lord, help me. What did you see? Did you do it? Did you? Oh my god!
Yes, of course. I always get the job done.
So I've got the key for the employee area. So pretty much when we get over there, it's possible for me to slip through the back. I didn't get
Oh.
enough time because the guard decided to follow me all the way over to the bathhouse. So unfortunately, I couldn't get the door open now. But I still have the key. He doesn't have a copy. So we're pretty good to go.
See, it worked out in the end.
Well,
Like you've never seen an ass before.
That's no, it's not seeing the ass, it's smelling the ass. It's fucking
my
terrible.
God.
Look, okay. Well, thank you for getting the key. That's great news. Fantastic news. So what now? Do we just go into the back door? Like, oh god, back door. Oh, I don't want to think
It's
about it.
possible for us to get in through the back door, or we could.
Oh,
use the
can we
back
say
door.
something other than back door with her with her pants off, please? Oh my god, the smell.
It's possible for us to use the employee area now to escape in the case that there is something going horribly wrong with this plan in the morning.
Okay, I can see what you're thinking. Okay. I say we do it. We get a long night's rest. You guys are all relaxing. And it's fantastic. I think this is a great idea. Why is it going through my robe? This robe sucks.
With that, I think we're ready for maybe a 5-minute break.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be
Oh.
back in 5 minutes. Give everyone a chance to use the bathroom since we talked about ass so much. Hopefully, you all are enjoying
Wow.
the campaign as much as we are. Things are definitely. Mr. John Harper, I am so sorry.
I'm not.
I'm not sorry either.
I heard John Harper was in the chat, and I brought everything I had, including this big ass. I'm here for it.
I'm here
Oh.
for it too.
All future copies of Blades in the Dark will now come with air freshener and Pepto-Bismol. Let's take our break. Fantastic.
We'll be right back. See you guys in 5 minutes.
Can't wait for that reprint.
with that, we're back. I probably should have faded that out a little bit better, but it is what it is. Hopefully your guys' break was as wonderful as ours. I'm pretty sure we can hear everyone, right? Yes. Yes, we can. Perfect. Still ironing out the kinks. Bronze said she's sorry, but is she really? Probably not.
Can y'all hear Bronze?
No, I can't.
Can't hear you, Bronze.
Oh,
Hey,
I got
friend,
the chat can. I think.
I'm like,
what you
gotcha.
doing,
There we
Gotcha.
boo?
There.
I thought
I
it was
have
the end of
two
my life. I was
microphones.
like, wait a minute, I can't hear her. Am
I
I being
have
taken?
two
It's over.
microphones.
Oh, that looks yummy. What is it?
What are you eating?
Watermelon.
Wow,
Bronze-
where's mine?
Bronze always. be
Anytime you
eating
want, Boo,
during
just come
roleplay.
over.
All right, boo, I got you.
You know me, I'm a snacker. Even on Outcrowd, it was like all ring pops and pop rocks.
It's pizza on ours. It was
Hey, that's in the
ridiculous.
budget. It works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does that mean I get free Bath and Bath and Beyond products?
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah, Bed Bath and
booty,
Beyond.
booty bath products.
All the booty baths.
Well, I can't get the booty stuff because
Wait,
can't.
wait, what?
What was
Wait,
that?
hold on.
Wait,
What?
what?
What was that?
I
They
just
don't- they
say
don't-
beauty is
wait.
booty sometimes. I don't know what you're talking about for.
I was wondering
I think I'm on the same
Hello?
page with that loud grunt.
what was that?
I
just
feel like
say
I've been
booty
doing
products
really-
sometimes instead of beauty products.
Okay, so I feel
Are
like
you
I've been
in
doing.
character or out of
hold on.
character? What is happening right now?
We're breaking the fourth wall.
We're breaking the fourth wall. That's why we need to stop. And
Alright.
I feel like I've been doing so well until that point.
Oh,
still on
muting
baby
and not
and
muting.
watermelon.
Okay,
Yeah.
you've been doing good. I hear the bus or the car come and you mute it quick. Good stuff.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
I've been trying to reach it. Oh,
Word master.
Off over the top of sirens.
Break
Right.
is over. I should
Well,
probably put this away.
Put the watermelon down, Bronze. Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh.
Me and this booty are ready for heisting, man. I've been stretching my long legs, guys. Been stretching my long legs. I've been fluffing this hair and rubbing these.
I love your hair, Val. It's so
It's
magical.
really beautiful.
Thank you.
It's wonderful.
Probably smells like dirt. Let's go. Start.
Uh-huh.
Oh man! All right, here we go.
All right, let's do this.
That's
So-
Ocean's 11, baby.
Ocean Man? What? Okay, let's start.
A warning as you go in. Polaris, this guard recognizes you. Just as a reminder, okay?
Okay.
You locked eyes. He called you
They did more than
Dagger
lock
Isle
eyes.
looking ass.
As long as you remember that no one locked gazes more dramatically than he and I.
No, he was avoiding you with a flag.
I don't think so. I saw him looking. I know he was looking.
I get a flashback of Val's hairy ass. Whoa! Sorry.
God damn it, Val. I'm trying so hard. Okay. I even got my sleeves rolled up. All right.
What happened last night? I keep hearing about that.
I showed up to save the day is what happened.
Let's just say the guard decided to walk me all the way back to the bathhouse from his respective bathhouse while shouting at me, and I told him that I'm going to tell the town Yelper to leave a negative review on the bathhouse.
Well, here's the thing: you have to upgrade to the premium. You have to pay him, or else he's only going to say it for 5 seconds.
You're not wrong. We'll worry about the pay later.
Okay.
In other
town
news, the
Yelper
weather
keep-
last night, there was a full moon.
With a
That's
very,
basically what was
very
going on.
weird breeze to it.
Speaking of the town Yelper, Mara, I think you.
That's
made a
unfortunate.
note
I
in
stayed
there.
inside all night.
Yeah, the town Yelper made mention of your full moon as well.
I don't know what you guys look so upset about. I was having a great time.
Yeah, you were having a great time drawing a lot of attention to us at a wrong time. So
I'm sorry.
next time, can you make me a promise?
Perhaps.
Keep your pants on.
I I've never made that promise to anyone.
Oh my god.
Would you do it for me?
I would do it for an extra bedfellow next time I visit.
Done.
Yes!
John.
All right, here's what
half
we're gonna
of
do
our
about that
girls
guard, since
don't
he knows
refuse
me,
to take
and I feel like
Mara as a
we've established a
customer.
sort of rapport, if you will. I'm gonna have to give him a fur to pay him.
Bronze, talk louder into the mic because we're not catching it on our end.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just
No,
say.
you're good.
My
Chantel catches your eyes and she says, half of our girls won't refuse to take Mara as a customer. They say
I
keep
can
saying she
understand
has weird requests.
Mara, do me a favor. Can you just be traditional? The girls here are a little bit sheltered, and they don't like to do a lot of the extravagant, wondrous things that you are cultured and ask for. Because can you tone it down for my girls, please?
So no more riding crops.
No more riding crops.
I
No
come
more.
from Severos, though.
No more leather slappings and things of that nature. And no more hide the seek with the bottle. That's bad.
It's my favorite game. Fine, fine. But let me tell you one thing, small man. The next time I visit your bathhouse and get my extra bedfellow, I will hold none of these things back. None of them.
Just once.
Just okay.
Done.
All right.
Are we ready?
Are we sure on hide the bottle? I want to hear you say it.
Yes.
Listen, John, she's from Severos. You can't force her to not indulge in her
Really?
her vices,
Stavros?
you know?
Whoa.
I
Polaris.
could have sworn she was Taichiros.
Polaris.
Severosi.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Where are we right now?
Listen, I'm just saying, she's kind of out there. But if you want her to get to say, no hiding the bottle, you know what you got to do, right?
Okay. Let's just drop that completely. Okay. Let's just stop it.
I'm talking about it, but okay.
But no, let's not talk about it. Let's just go off and
There we
continue on
go.
what we were doing. Can we do
There
that?
we go.
All right,
John.
fantastic.
I have a function tonight. This needs to get done.
It's the morning. You can still hear the chickens.
Do you know how long my baths take? Chantel?
Does it matter? 'Cause
They take a
how about
really
this? I'll
long
give you a free one
time.
if you calm
Like
down.
a really long time.
Oh, good lord.
She has it on the books.
Let's just go and get this over with. My God, why is it turning into a chore?
I
All
actually
right.
had a little bit of an idea, Mr. John Luke.
What's this idea?
Well, you said that you were going to go in there dressed as your fine and amazing self.
Okay.
And you are going to try to distract the front of the house while these wonderful patrons make their way in and do goodness knows what.
Well, I know what.
So I say, what better way to distract the front of the house than if you and I go in there, me with my professional looking self and my clipboard, and we pretend that we want to buy the place. They don't know we're broke.
That's actually a very good idea.
We'll just go in there, all looking fancy, in our finest clothes, with new slippers, because my slippers
Sorry.
are now unwearable.
I'll take them. I'll take them off your hands.
Let's do it. We'll act like we're buying the place. And then during the entire time, they'll be distracted. And then maybe we could kind of lead it on for a little while.
Besides, I don't feel comfortable you going in there by yourself. You need me to protect you.
Don't say that too loud, okay?
Oh, right.
I hear it every time you're trying to be hush hush. I hear it.
You hear everything? Just
I'll pretend I don't. I'll
mind your business.
I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so are we off to go do this? Are you guys ready? Do you have everything that you need? The only thing I have is these coupons, but don't worry about what they're for.
Yes, I've got everything. I've got my mask. I've got my gear. I've got my implements and jars of all such things.
We should
I've
wash
also
your
brought my
face
gear.
before you go in.
I should tell you again that I don't understand what you see so wrong with my face.
I take out a
Marv,
handkerchief.
You...
I lick it and I rub your face.
You might want to burn that handkerchief. That's none of my.
I
business.
feel like there's layers of old makeup under. Mara, do you just put more makeup on top of the old makeup?
I would just like to do this thing that we're doing and not talk about my face anymore. You're starting
This
to
isn't
make me
makeup.
Shh.
Oh my. I'm gonna have to burn those shoes.
None of this is anybody's business but mine. Now I see how you feel when I overhear all of your secret things. This is too personal.
I'm not trying to be friends
This
with
is
any
too
of you.
personal.
Let's just
I
get this
still
over
have
with.
bruises on me
Right.
from the
Wow.
riding crop.
I'm with Jean-Luc. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Look,
I'm just trying to keep my associate here.
There's nothing wrong with being high maintenance.
No.
Be high maintenance later. Right now, we must go and do work.
If you,
Listen, Mob, you're not high maintenance. We're just not up to your standards. It's okay. I understand.
She is pretty fancy. But if you're going to go in and pretend to buy the place, am I free to go around the back with Polaris and
Well, you have a
shake
key
things
now.
up just a little?
I could use backup.
All right, I'm excited. Things are about to get spooky.
Oh God. Okay. So let's do this. Wow. All right. Are you guys ready to go? Yeah.
I'm ready to go. I got
Yes,
all of my
yes,
gear.
yes.
I'm ready.
Oh, all right.
Let's go. So, you grab your friends, your compatriots, your partners in crime. Who exactly is going around the back
I'm going around the back with Polaris.
with Polaris?
Yeah, because
And-
I want to haunt the place. I want to do all of my spooky stuff. But she's
Okay.
gonna open the door because I was told not to put a boot through any windows. So I'm
And-
banned from that.
Meanwhile,
And what else are you not allowed to do?
I think you said something about taking pants off and
That's it. That's all. Okay.
Okay.
That's all I really need because I don't want to be in the middle of doing something. You bring your hairy ass out and I start throwing up breakfast.
To Polaris and whisper, I don't intend to keep that promise.
I can smell your breath from here and I can hear you also. Please stop.
We're gonna go. We're going. I grab Polaris under the arm. She's a lot smaller than me, so she's kind of like, and we just skip around the back of the bathhouse and leave you guys to whatever you're gonna do. So, Polaris,
Yes,
got the key,
I have the key right here.
and you can get us in.
Yes, the door is right here. We can just unlock it.
Correct. So when we get in there, I'm gonna start getting spooky. And what are you gonna do? What's your plan?
I have to get into the mistress's, I guess, tower. So I got to get that unlocked.
Okay.
We know it's in the back, so I'm gonna have to find that door. We know the lock is fairly old.
Mhm.
So it shouldn't take me too long because I am skilled in the way of lock picking. I'm gonna try and get to that door. I just need you to distract them, and we should be good to go. But first, before we open this door, I feel like we need to figure out if we can hear any noises and make sure no one's in the simply room.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Ooh, good.
Mm.
I don't know if I'm with you, but I think that's a good idea.
meanwhile, Mauve, Jean-Luc, and Chantel are going to go around the front, right? Did I get that right?
Go into the front. We can go to the front desk.
All right.
Ah, Lord. Okay, let's do this.
All right.
You ready, Chantel?
I am always ready, sir.
Mob, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna buy you a few tokens. All right, I'm gonna get you in there. I'm gonna make sure that you have enough extra for the nice oils that you're requiring.
Good.
Sound good? But do not relax because why are we here?
To do a job.
Exactly. And why are we doing this job?
Because I deserve to be beautiful.
Okay, we'll just say that also means that you stole a lot of shit from us. But that's okay. We'll let that pass. I just need to get this over with. All right, now Chantel, what is the plan with you? I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna be the buyer. Okay, who are you to me? Chantel?
Well, I'm your assistant.
Of course, but what are you gonna tell them? How are you gonna assist me? Let me know ahead of time. Because you have a knack for saying shit that you shouldn't be saying.
No.
No, remember that one time where the lady came in and she made a mess in the tub and you set it right in front of her?
Oh, I did.
Okay, so we don't want that to happen here, okay?
Sometimes I still call her Poopy Pants McGee when she's not around.
Listen, Poopy Pants McGee, don't say that in front of people. That's embarrassing. Sometimes people have a problem with that.
I know, but it was funny though.
Next time you say Poopy Pants McGee, I'm gonna make you clean the tub of Poopy Pants McGee. Okay? All right.
She's not old. Like, why does this keep happening? Okay.
Why is Poopy Pants McGee such a thing right now? We're not gonna sit in front of this establishment talking about Poopy Pants McGee. We're gonna go.
Chantal, you didn't put me in the same bath, right?
Don't say a word.
Nor deny.
Don't say a word. Let's go.
Yes.
Let us move. Let's go in.
You go in, and you are greeted by a very stern-looking older woman. All of her hair has been gathered back into a bun right on top of her head, and her hair is slicked back to where it almost looks like some kind of a helmet. And she looks at you all up and down and motions to the ledger to sign in.
With a flourish, I sign in.
I write my alias. Write it down. It's like a scribble. I mean, it's barely legible at this point.
Puts out her hand expectantly for payment.
So before I pay for us in here, I'm gonna send my friend back, and I pay for Mauve. I send enjoy your time. I'd like the works for Mauve here, and I place it. She
takes the payment from you almost as fast as a hawk.
Oof. I would like to speak to who I would need to speak to buy this establishment.
I watched this reaction. I want to stay long enough to see what happens. Then I'll leave.
We're not for sale.
Swivel turn.
Are you the owner?
I am not.
So I don't know why I'm speaking to you about these things. Now, please, if you would go and take yourself to the person that owns this place, I would like to talk to them about purchasing it.
I'm sorry. Sir, this is not how things are done. If you were indeed serious about purchasing this bathhouse that is not of your concern, then mayhaps a written entreaty to the owner of the establishment. These things aren't done this way. You don't just walk in and say you want to buy a place.
I'm gonna roll a finesse real fast and to convince her to go convince her that I'm important enough to do said things, to get her to go and grab the owner.
You're gonna need to describe what you say to her.
Okay.
And I would highly recommend rolling a sway check instead, since you're trying to sway her to your side. And it's gonna be risky.
So what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna lean in very close and whisper to her, I'm coming from a said church, and that church has sent me to come acquire said place. You are in the way of me doing these things. And if you want to be in good favor with these people that are very high up, that are worth more than you, myself, and this entire block, and even half of this city, I would go and do that ASAP. Go get the
roll. Okay.
I'm guessing risky, controlled, or which one?
I'm gonna say risky with standard effects.
Perfect. I am gonna do a bonus die for stress because.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna push yourself.
Push yourself.
Yeah, push myself.
So just go ahead and make sure you take 2 stress. And whoa.
Oh my lord.
Well then.
Does the crits at shits rule apply to this game?
No, it does not.
I'm just joking.
So as you mention the church, the lady at the front desk very quickly decides to heed your warning. She leaves someone else in charge of the establishment. She motions to one of the other girls to come and sit in her place. And then she bids you wait for just a moment while she goes and fetches, the owner of the establishment.
Okay, where does she go?
She walks. Wait, what are you watching?
I kind of now I think I want to see which tower she goes to.
How would you see that from your stall?
I know. I don't know. I have it with my carrot in my mouth. I don't know.
Like drifting around.
We'll do it this way.
Flashback.
Hold on. I'll do it like this. So you are in your stall. We saw you which stall you went into. Okay. As she goes walking towards down the direction of said tower, excuse me, Chantel. And I tell the lady at the front desk, my friend that just went into the stall forgot something. My assistant here is gonna go and pass them a bath cap. Doesn't like to get her hair wet. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna say it works.
Okay, fantastic.
So,
oh my god.
Chantel goes, and Chantel thinking that this is her chance, this is her moment to shine, slips into the back of the bathhouse after the, owner lady, and attempts to stalk her in some way, to maybe do some reconnaissance of her own.
She's
you
like
knew
9 foot tall.
You knew, Chantel. You knew. Why would you do that?
There seriously needs to be a thing here for heartburn because this is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They call it spark.
Okay.
So, luckily for you, Chantel is maybe not the sneakiest, but
Luckily?
she is pretty good at smooth talking her way out of situations. So as she's walking behind this lady, obviously she is noticed quite almost right away. Chantel is very tall and very built and a very noticeable girl. And she's wearing these little shoes, these cute little leather shoes that go click-clack whenever she walks. Maybe not the best attire to go sneaking around in. And, sure enough, she follows this lady. And this lady, at some point, turns around and notices her. I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. Oh, well, never mind then.
I don't know what that means, but please.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
she's going to try to smooth talk her way out of this. With those dice rolls, she's going to succeed.
okay,
So,
well, I'm just making sure. I didn't know who was rolling for what. Go ahead.
Chantel, quickly slides in behind, and as the bathhouse worker turns around and looks at her, she's just like,
Oh, no.
the lady looks her up like, why are you? Us bathhouse gals gotta stick together.
Oh my gosh.
And the lady's like, what? I don't know if you know this, but I work at a bathhouse too. And I'm just curious that, I don't know, by the state of your shoes, I'm just saying, I don't think that you're getting paid what you're worth, because the way you handled that situation back there, the slicked back hair, the cold fucking withering glare, this isn't the type of play. That was amazing. That was fantastic. You should, I'm just saying, those shoes, oh my gosh. I think you could do better. You know what? Me and you, and she takes her arm in arm. We need to chat, because I think I might have a potential job opportunity for you. This might be, you are a powerhouse. You are a force of nature. You are a woman in a man's world, bringing the goddamn hammer down. And I am here for it 100%. Let me tell you, this other bathhouse, I think that you would be great there. You are like the old elderly matron meets like my grammar school teacher who used to beat me with a ruler. And I'm here for it. Also, there's a market for that. There's a market. Let me tell you, Missy, you don't need to be slumming it. You don't need to be slumming it with the tweed squirt and those sad shoes. And the lady looks her up and down, is totally okay awkwardly with her holding her arm in arm. And they make their way down the hall together as they discuss potential job opportunities at your establishment, John Luke. But thankfully, this also leads Chantel right to the foot of the tower, where the bathhouse, worker, attendant, whispers to one of the guards by the door that the mistress is needed. And still arm in arm, escorts Chantel, she does escort her, back to the front of the house. And at this point, Chantel comes over to you, very gleeful with herself.
Oh, please, I've seen that face before. What's going on?
Well, I'm just saying. And she leans in and she's like, I know where it's at.
Okay, that's great. But did you go to Mauve?
I did not.
Where did you go?
Well, me and Violette here, her name is Violet. Isn't that a wonderful name? Had a wonderful chat down the entire length of the bathhouse. She's such an interesting lady. About the sad state of her shoes. And how you would pay her at least double what she's making here if we acquired this place, right?
Oh, what are you doing?
Right? Like, I mean, that's totally, like, look at her.
I shake Violet's hand. Oh, beautiful. Pleasure to meet you. Give me 1 second. And I reach up.
Isn't she so sturdy?
5'2", and I grab you by the collar and bring you like.
Oh my God! Oh goodness, that's my scarf. Please.
Do you not know that I'm broke? Number 2. Whoa! What is this? Why would you do this? I told you to do one simple thing. Go and tell Mauve where to go. What are you doing? You want me to die? Do you want me to die? I'll die right now.
Well, you told me to go give him a shower cap, and I don't even have a bath cap to give him.
You were supposed to actually go and give a shower cap. You were just supposed to go and give the information.
What?
You know what? How about this? How about this? How about this?
I take very thorough notes.
This is beautiful. No. Amazing notes. I love it. Here, write this note down. You ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Go for it.
I, Chantel, is going to take my 7'8"
oh God,
tall Sasquatch-looking ass back to the bathhouse and sit my ass there and stay there. You could take Violet, but you are leaving now. Do you understand me?
Well, I can't take Violet. Violet isn't my property.
Well, Violet isn't your property,
and
but
also,
does she want to go?
For the record, Sasquatch could kick your ass. So
well, you can attempt it next time, or you want to meet my thumper.
I will.
Go tell Violet you want to go take her to lunch, and then go get her some food and go to the bathhouse and chill. Please, before you get us all killed out here today. I'm trying to live to see lunchtime. I'm hungry.
I'm just saying, I know what tower the mistress is in.
Okay.
Have that information.
Go tell. Okay. Do you understand? I'm just gonna speak slowly.
What?
Go
do you want to know? Do you want to
Mauve.
know?
Go.
Do you want to know this key piece of information that I have?
Then tell me. Tell me. But more importantly,
you
tell
could be
Mauve.
a little
I'm
more
supposed
grateful.
to.
You know what? I don't like your tone right now. I have been very kind. I did my best, and I'm gonna need a little bit of recognition from you.
Who got you the slippers?
Well.
Back. And who said that they owed me? Okay. Do me this favor, please.
You can still be nice.
Okay, I said please.
Okay, that's better.
Please.
It's
let Mauve know.
Back left tower, and there's one.
Go tell Mauve about the back left tower.
How?
I'm not going there. What do you mean how? What did we just set up? Oh my God, you're killing me. I just said the person in the front just said you could go do it, and you came back. Say you forgot to give him the right cap and send him back.
He's gonna think I'm an idiot if I say that.
Well, maybe if this person didn't put themselves in this situation, they wouldn't have to act like an idiot. Now, please, go and do as I ask. I don't want to get upset out here. I'm short, and I'm angry, and I'm hungry. For the love of God.
Fine.
You're making me sweat in my Versace robes.
Just had to mention that, didn't you?
I didn't say the V. I said faux. PHO. Go, please.
Just had to.
For the love of God.
Had to stunt on all of us with it. Chantel turns around, sheepishly approaches the gentleman who is tending the front desk, standing next to Violet, and says, yeah, the shower cap I was supposed to give, I didn't give that. And he rolls his eyes at her, says, like, she wanders into the back, knocks on Mauve's stall, cracks it open a little bit to look inside.
And then I shake again just for good measure.
Fucking love for you.
So I'm supposed to tell you that the mistress's tower is the back left one, and there's one guard in front of the door.
Oh, thank goodness.
So now you know. No thank you for poor Chantel. Just oh, thank goodness. I hope you have a wonderful shower. Have a wonderful day, Mauve.
Is something wrong?
It is. Yeah, there is something wrong. There is something wrong.
Oh, you know what I think you need?
What?
You need a bath.
I do need a bath.
Come on in. You can tell me all about it.
No, you did not.
Let's get your hair down. And I want her to go into the room, get like, yes, and get ready. And then I leave.
So Chantel doesn't come back out.
I leave her there to occupy the room. And before I close the door, I'm like, pretend you're me while I relay this information to our friend.
I could probably do that. I mean, I'm sure I could even fit into your clothes if I needed to.
You look lovely in them.
Probably. Yeah. Side note, there's no way she could fit
There's
into your
lavender over there. Don't use the off-brand.
Thanks. You're the best, Mauve. Good luck.
And I try to go to the window where they are at.
Give him hell. Bleed him dry. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, okay. How do I find Polaris?
So, Polaris and Mara are at the back door. And
All right.
I'm just like, kind of like, hurry up, just do the thing. We gotta get in there. We're supposed to be in there already.
We gotta make sure there's no one in the room. You know, like we can't just open the door and then there's employees just chilling. We gotta at least study or survey something.
We'll be
Press
starting
your
the
ear
clock
to the
here.
door and take a listen.
Oh, perfect. It's already here.
At this point, I'm going to roll a survey.
I'd like to take a stress.
a stress.
Help her,
Okay.
because I'm listening
To help.
her.
Okay.
Oh.
Is this going to be? What is the roll going to be? Risky standard.
Yes.
Okay, with one bonus die.
So, as you look around, you do notice that there is a guard padding off to the right, because you were around the back of the place, right? You surmise you have a few minutes before he makes his way back.
Okay. So I'm actually at this point going to unlock the door, get inside. So unlock the door. All right, Mara, let's go. We got in.
I'm cruising with her. I'm looking around. I'm sniffing around, looking for a good place to start the spooks.
Okay.
Alright.
And in the back of the back house, you notice that there's a bunch of employees coming in and out of sort of what is like a staff room off to the side. And you see in the middle, there's like a large sort of like communal bath, and there's like private rooms off to the right and the left. And there's like a couple of different entrances into like these tall spire-like structures.
All right, well, we do have that guard, Mara. So the first thing I'm going to do is I make sure I shut this door so we don't draw attention to ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and shut that. Now, where do you want to do these hauntings?
I think it would be fun to go to the communal baths.
Yes.
The big pools and all the people. I
agree.
Fun.
I think that would be fun too. I agree with you.
So I'm gonna start to shimmy on over to the and I'm just grooving because that's what Mara does. I just shimmies around, and I'm gonna peek into into the door, into the doorway of the communal
Wait.
bathrooms.
Mara, do you see Mauve anywhere? Someone, so we can get some information. Hopefully somebody found the guard tower or something, the tower for the mistress.
Well, I bet we could find her if we cleared everyone else out of the floor, because she knows about the haunting, right?
Right.
She knows. Yes. So I'm gonna clear the floor. So
All
I'm
right.
peeking around,
Oh,
and I'm
God.
looking in the communal baths, and before ducking into the communal baths, I promptly break my promise to Jean-Luc.
I won't tell him if you don't.
Oh.
I can't get into the bath with my clothes on now, can I?
You
I'm
can't.
so
You're right.
I'm gonna take my cloak off and lay it on the ground. I'm gonna take off everything except for my boots and my gloves and pile all my stuff into my cloak. I'm gonna roll it up and then tie it around my neck so I don't forget any of my belongings. And I'm gonna creep on into the communal bathrooms.
Oh my God.
They're communal.
There's a large bath in the middle, yeah. Suffice it to say, Mara attracts some looks, aka all of the looks.
Excuse me, fellow patrons of the Dumont bathhouse.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, there are some interesting creatures skulking about, and you're going to have to leave. And at that point, I'm going to cast Tempest.
Okay.
That's my Tempest.
Do me one favor. Can you say the Dumont one more time, just for sound bite's sake?
She's from Severos.
I'm not making fun of it. It was. We're hitting peak.
The,
It was great. Sorry.
the bathhouse Dumont.
All right. Thank you for that.
So I'm going to cast.
And what's the desired
What am I-
effect you would
what's my-
what's the desired effect you would like to have? What do you want to happen?
I want
Make it
I
big.
want the, I want the thick, crazy fog, the smelly miasma. That's what I want. I want something that smells. I want them to be able to taste the smell at the back of their throats. Like that's what I want. I want it to be stuck to the roof of their mouth. That's what I want. It's my favorite thing. I asked everyone if they were all right with questionable smells. Did I not? I asked them. So
Go for it. I'm gonna say it's
Alright.
gonna be risky with standard effect.
all right.
And you said you're pushing yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can.
I'll
take...
also add 1 stress to give her a bonus die.
Oh man, so 2? Wait, no.
Yeah.
I already yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think you could do either one or the other. I don't think you can do both.
Can I
Oh.
take cover?
I'm good. Yeah,
you
can
have
I
no
hide?
idea this is happening.
No.
Well, I do though. So can I like slip into a locker real quick or something?
Well,
how
you
many
haven't
bonus
entered the
dice?
communal bath area. You're still standing outside the
I'm still in
third.
the employer. Okay.
Yeah, you could kind
How
of
many
hang
bonus
back.
dice do I have right now?
You have
Just the one from
yes.
her? Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Wow. Well then.
Oh my god.
I call hacks.
Oh, never mind. You can actually push yourself and get help. Thank you for the clarification. Never. She
Okay.
didn't need it though.
We're good though. We're good. It smells like mother in here. Whoa. I'm just gonna cackle. I'm just gonna start cackling as soon as I cast it. So
Why do you get 6s? Like, can we just?
Yeah. Mara sits there and cackles, and all of a sudden, the smell of gym socks, moldy cheese, a UTI
I'm already like,
fills the room. So thick, you can taste it. It bites at the back of your throat. It smells like 1,000 unwashed jock straps. Immediately, all of the air, all of the steam rising up off the pools just becomes rancid. It smells like something died in here, and then that something was eaten by something else that shat it out. And this is the smell you are left with.
I did tell you you should vacate the premises.
Your
I
eyes
won't.
water. This is not something any of you were anticipating. But Mara very calmly takes out her raven mask and puts it on, and she is naked the way God intended with a raven mask on. And immediately everyone in the bathhouse just there's a commotion as everyone just covers their nose and their breathing passages and does their best to survive this like awful, putrid, hellish, quite literally, hellish smell.
Children, the lot of you. None of you are made of strong stuff. Only me. Only me. Oh, and Polaris. Polaris, where did you go?
What?
Polaris?
Yeah. Yes.
You do have to come out in it. I'm sorry, but I mean the coast is clear.
All right. Let me grab a towel and just all right.
There's plenty around.
I grab a towel and put it over my face, and kind of just non-expectantly walk into the room, and the towel is not enough, and I immediately start retching as if I'm about to vomit. What do you need from me?
I'm just standing there in my boots and gloves only with my mask on, bobbing my head. I'm like, well, I think it's probably time we go find Malv. Everyone else is cleared. We'll find her easily. I would think.
The
Let's get to
smell
the tower.
and the commotion has simultaneously alarmed the guards as everyone goes rushing out of the bathhouse, but also simultaneously sort of, I'm going to go ahead and say flabbergasts them. So they're recovering a little bit, trying to figure out whether they should run themselves or stay back and,
At which point, can I start all of my noises? Because we're
You may.
haunting the place. So
Yeah, this is true.
I'm running through, doing my thing.
What's your
Polaris
thing?
is following me, and I'm just like...
Jeez. Okay, fantastic.
The early bird is here for the worm. Dancing around.
You know what? At this point, I'm so inspired by Mara's actions that I am going to assist her in making noises.
We're hunting for Moth still.
I'm just standing in one spot. Just well then.
Brightstone,
Do I see
you
them?
immediately know where
Tell me
friends
what I
are.
see as I approach, please.
through the
Ross.
thick yellow, slightly tinged yellow steam of the bathhouse that smells like brimstone and burning jockstrap. God knows what Mara has summoned from the other side of the void.
Everything.
You see, at first, a silhouette, but as you approach, your eyes are watering. The very clear outline of a woman, completely naked, wearing a raven's mask upon her face,
With gloves and boots.
with gloves and boots. And almost a cape-like structure, because she's taken a lot of her belongings and wrapped them up and tied them around her neck.
Hello, Malv. Is that you? I see. Yes, that's you. Look, it's her hair, long and flowing hair. I know that hair anywhere. Hello, darling. Just take a deep breath. Get used to it.
Oh my god.
Honestly, it's not that bad once you just start
I know.
screaming while you do it. Honestly.
Just come on. Get into the feel of things. This was supposed to be fun. This is an
Back
outing. This is-
left.
Okay.
Back left tower.
Oh, the back left.
Did you
tower
see the
of
mistress
flowers.
leave, or is she still there? What's going on?
They went to go get her. You gotta get going.
All right,
Okay.
let's go. We gotta go.
All right.
And
So-
I go to the storage room and I start shoveling all the stuff into a little bag that I have.
Meanwhile,
sure.
at the front of the establishment, people are starting to flood out in droves, including the staff. There are obviously the guards are starting to get their wits about them and see what's happening. I already see it. The plan has been laid.
People are running out. They're running towards the front, and I'm
Yeah,
standing out there, and
streaming
all of them
out.
keep coming out, and I just keep handing them coupons. Thank you. You should go to. There's a beautiful bathhouse right down the block. You should definitely go down there.
This is why you wanted the flyers.
It doesn't smell terrible either. It's just take this flyer, 10% off. Fantastic. I'll see. Maybe see you there.
People come streaming out. Sure enough, Chantel comes streaming out too with the crowd and sees you there and, quickly tells you what the situation that's happening, as well as the fact that some of the guards have been roused and You also notice that some of the people, staff members who are leaving, are calling for the city guard. Or they're actually out there saying, just anybody, some kind of spirit has taken possession, please. They're calling for help.
I steal everything, and then I go back to Polaris, and I go, unlock the back door, get the door!
All right.
So you're
We
going
go
to
ahead
attempt to
and-
pick the lock on the tower door?
Yes,
There is a
yes.
guard standing there.
Still here?
Well, I could handle this. Don't worry. Step
And you
back.
also ascertain that he is waiting for the mistress to come down so he can escort her out of the building.
Oh, so she's still in the tower.
Yes.
She's about to. Oh, okay.
It's probably just hit her.
All right. So I'm gonna reach back and rummage in my makeshift bag of things,
Okay.
and I'm gonna pull out one of my electroplasm globes that smashes open and breaks on impact. And I'm gonna throw it up in the air and catch it right as they kind of catch he catches my eye and realizes that I'm standing there.
Yes.
You know, the only thing I like more than a good stink is something that goes boom. And then I'm gonna hurl the thing at him. And
Okay.
it doesn't hit him. I'm not aiming for him. It can hit
Okay.
anywhere, but it blows up.
Okay. And I'm gonna, you know what?
Do you want me to roll for something for it?
I do.
Okay.
I want to see how good your aim is.
Oh man.
Would you like an assist
Wait.
die? Would you like an
cannot
assist
wait.
die? Mara?
Oh, am I rolling? Do I have to finesse this?
Is this
Most
finesse?
likely.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll give you an assist die on that. I'll take one stress.
I'm ready for you to
See
finally
how good
fail.
your hand-eye coordination is.
I know. I've had some pretty
You've
good
you've
rolls.
done nothing but roll sixes this entire game. It feels like.
You've
Okay.
gotten an extra die, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Mhm.
I have risky. I'm assuming this is risky, probably.
Yes. Risky
Okay.
with standard effect.
All right, and then one extra die.
Oh my god.
Wow, man.
It's the wings, or maybe the mask. I don't know.
It's all of it. Mara's on
don't miss.
fire. Mara flings the vial of ectoplasm. It strikes the wall right next to this guard. Do you want to explain what it does?
Oh yeah, so it hits the door that he's waiting by, right next to his head.
Mm-hmm.
And a burst of bright light just wreaks havoc on this hall real quick. And when the light sort of fades, there's this weird, like, thick haze, like a thicker haze than the rest of the miasma that's kind of like plaguing the place, right? And as he's like coughing and sputtering, and the glass has probably hit his face and all this stuff, I'm just long-legging it down the hall right up to him to plant my boot right on his chest and kick him into the door. I'm hoping it throws his head back so he kind of knocks himself out and falls to the ground. But I'm assuming I have to roll and see if I'll even do that much, unless he's dazed enough that it just works.
I'm gonna say it works. You rolled a 6, and you're feeling yourself because
I am.
everything has gone according to plan. This is probably your best haunting yet.
I'm smelling myself too.
Yeah, you're smelling
I'm-
yourself.
I'm-
This is like,
This is a good day for the Raven.
it is. It's an amazing day for the Raven. So you stomp right up to this guy, and sure enough, plant your foot squarely in his chest. He falls over with a large clatter, and is I'm gonna say he's dazed temporarily.
Okay.
Leaving the door free for you to do as you please with. I am also, however, going to say that the clamoring from you sprinting across the hall has definitely drawn some attention.
Oh no. All right. Well, I'm gonna throw the door open then, and then just look at my companion and say, "After you."
All right, do we know, since the guard is waiting there, do we know that the door is open? Since he is waiting at the bottom of the stairs
Yes,
for...
she slings
so the
it
door
open.
is open.
She opens it.
Okay, let's go then.
Okay. So we're trudging up the stairs.
Chop, 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 chop.
Did you
Meanwhile,
hear her? Yeah, that's.
I was going to say, meanwhile, out front, you notice that the city guard has been rummaged. and two of them start to secure the perimeter around the building, working together with the guards, who are utterly eyes, nose, every hole is leaking at this moment in time. They've basically been tear gassed, giving them a description of what has transpired inside the hall. There's girls crying outside. There's all sorts of a commotion. Two of the guards go around the front of the building and start to make their way towards the back, and the other two come in through the front. One of them is someone that Moth might recognize, but no one else does. And they quickly ask you, Jean-Luc, what you're doing in the lobby, a little bit suspiciously.
Well, I was just waiting for the owner of this establishment because I am a representative for a bigger group of people that want to buy this establishment. What's going on upstairs?
I don't know if you can smell it, sir, but clearly there is something foul that has crawled up. Maybe there was a grave underneath this church, that some spirit has ascended up. I don't know what's happening, sir. We're going to have to ask you to leave. If you could just please leave. We need to clear the premises and find out who's responsible for this. If you could just stand outside and allow one of our assistants to take a quick, answer some of their questions.
Well, I'll answer that, but then I have to go upstairs real fast.
Sir, I'm not going to allow you to do anything like that.
The person took all of my coin, and I need to make sure that's taken back. If you'll file
a formal complaint with the borough, there is a good chance that we may be able to help you in acquiring your goods and addressing.
I don't think you're understanding properly. I'm gonna roll a sway,
okay.
And you don't understand properly of who I'm. And I basically say again, like I'm representative of something that's a lot bigger than both of us, and that will kill everybody in this place to make sure they get what's theirs. So if you do not let me pass and get these things back for myself, for these people, you will have much worse problems, and you will probably be buried underneath this place. And I'm gonna roll, I guess, risky.
Yeah, I would say risky with probably limited effect.
All right, limited, and then I'm gonna get another die to stress myself out, and yeah.
So as you say this, one of the other guards is actually not too concerned with what's happening. He leaves his companion there and makes his way into the bathhouse. He's more concerned with how his friend is doing. That guard's Starman. And the other guard is not 100% swayed by what you're saying. He kind of stops and he takes pause and he says, "Wait, what? Who? Sir, I'm going to have to..." And as he does this, you've successfully succeeded in sort of, distracting him enough that Chantel just gets him in the best sleeper hold, just full, and just grabs them and incapacitates the dude and rolls him behind the desk, looks over at Violet and says, "You better get out of here, little missy, if you don't want to join that dude." And then she looks up at you and she says, "Should we go help your friends?"
Let's run. Go now.
And she pushes her way into the back, sleeves rolled up, ready to go, with you in tow. It is rank back there. It is absolutely awful back there. And you hear a commotion. There's maybe one or two guards somewhere in the back of the building. You're not quite sure. You can hear the bluecoats trying to secure the perimeter. And you do see the bigger barrel-chested guards sort of charging through in front of you. Meanwhile, you Mara, and Polaris hear clamoring down the stairs. As sure enough, you come face to face with a beautiful woman in a red gown who is bejeweled to heaven and back, who could only be the proprietress of this establishment. Is that the word? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm behind Polaris because
so
I allowed
Polaris
her to go.
would probably see her first.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Does she have a fox fur?
She does not.
Ma'am, I have to get you out of here. We've come upon a haunting. I've been sent in by one of the guards. We need to go, right now. We gotta go.
Who are you? Where is Dustin? What is that smell?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, ma'am. We gotta go. We gotta get out of here. Actually, the guards are getting everybody out. So we gotta go, like
You're
right
not
now.
one of my staff. Who are you, and where is Dustin?
I'm actually one of your patrons, and I was just told to get anybody that I can with me, as in the buddy system, and get out of here, like right now. The guards are coming in. We all gotta go.
She looks over your shoulder at Mara. Back
Hi.
at you. I'm gonna be honest with you. She doesn't quite believe you.
God damn it.
We were.
You're robbing this place, aren't you? I knew it.
Yes, you're right. We're robbing this place. So
She
you had
reaches
better do
to her
exactly as
side.
we say.
Hold on, I'm gonna have a flashback here.
shit.
And remember that I took the handcuffs off of her now named bodyguard Dustin. So I actually have the handcuffs off of Dustin, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to finesse them here and handcuff her so she doesn't get whatever she's pulling out of her side.
Ah, okay. Go for it.
Oh my lord.
You're gonna attempt to like do a quick little trick with your hands. Go for
Little
it.
sleight of hand.
Let's see it.
So what is this gonna be for the risky? How do you want me to roll this?
I'm gonna say risky with limited effect.
Limited effect.
I'm gonna take a stress and help her out because I'm standing there, like
Okay.
terrifying and trying to look as intimidating as possible.
You know what?
Is
I'm
it
gonna
not
stress
in team?
myself out and give myself a bonus die as well. So I'll have two
Do it.
bonus die.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. So you do, as you reach out with the handcuffs that you've taken off of the guard who is downstairs, you reach out and you manage to get them on one wrist. As she pulls up the other hand, she does, I'm going to have you take a minor wound. There's going to be,
Okay.
here, I'll help you with it. I'll do it for you. We're going to go here, and you're actually going to receive a laceration on your wrist. Or on your forearm, because as she comes up, she does successfully cut you right before you manage to put the second cuff on her. And now she's been successfully sort of detained. You do receive like a pretty large cut to your forearm. What do you do now?
Guys,
What? Hey, what's going on?
well, I mean,
Oh,
I got her. You guys you're free to go upstairs now.
Get her up there.
Yeah.
We're going up.
All right,
bring her up. She can't go down. You can't take her down there. They're looking for us down there. Let's just go up and see.
It stinks down here. Go up.
I want to see what's in that room so bad.
All right, I'm gonna help you guys carry her up here, and I gotta catch up with Jean. I gotta make sure everybody else is okay and this is going successful. So I'm gonna help you carry the body up, and then I gotta go.
All right, I'm in front of Polaris. I'm gonna maneuver in front of her. I'm gonna grab the mistress's ankles and hold them like at my hips. So I'm like carrying her bottom half up and helping her with the body. And I'm just like,
She is kicking and struggling this entire time because only her hands are cuffed.
I am gigantic. What do you really think you're doing? Honestly.
Exactly.
So I realize she's like awake. So I immediately like try to like wrap a towel around my head and like try to hide my identity.
Oh my god. All right. I think it's funny that neither of your cohorts had that thought.
Yeah, we were just like, I'm
Well,
naked.
Mara's face is covered,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
Yeah.
Is the door at the top of the stairs locked
It is
Or
not.
anything?
It's open because she's just run down the stairs
so I can put a boot to it?
easily, and it would slide right open.
And then me and Polaris can kind of mosey on. I'm gonna drop her legs unceremoniously because I am too in awe of what's around us
So,
in
as
the top room.
As you enter the top room, you notice there's a very large fireplace. There's a nice stone floor that has a carpet in it. There's a desk that has some odd bits and baubles on it. There's like a mini bar that has some alcohol and things like that. And then you notice over in the other corner, there's like an alchemist's table with a variety of tinctures and concoctions, the nature of which you do not know. And there's also a large painting of the mistress on one wall.
Who has a painting of themselves in their own office?
People who can afford it. Do you know who I am?
No, I don't. But do you know who I am? I'm giant, scary, and sneaky. That's
And
who I am.
naked.
Yes.
You won't
Slash
get
out-
away with this.
Slash
not
out that
tell
last
Jean-Luc.
one. We're going to get to work where there's a time clock, everybody. Where are the valuables? And I start rummaging.
At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and rip a portion off of the mistress's dress to dress my wound, and I'm going to say farewell to everybody and head downstairs to find John.
Okay.
As you dress your wound and make your way downstairs, sure enough, you find Chantel and Jean making up the way towards you. You hear the heavy footfalls of guards as they burst in through the back door, having secured the perimeter. There's 2 blue coats you are met with. Polaris, they're going to be to your left as
Okay.
you come down the stairs and out the door, and Chantel and Jean will be facing them head on.
Okay.
Polaris, what you finna do? So they're in between both of us. Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
You're almost like in a triangle-esque type of array.
Got it. So you see, so okay, I see what's going on. Okay, so we see them, and I immediately try to flag them down. Excuse me, I need assistance, please. And I lean to Chantel, I'm like, let me take care of this. I got this. I need help. Hello, guard.
You're going to attempt to wave down the guard.
Yeah.
Okay, they approach you, hands on hilts.
Whoa, I was like, whoa. I was just in a stall just now, and there was a group of crazed-looking men taking a bunch of stuff and running towards the front door. I don't know what you want to do with that. I have to go and get the rest of my stuff from upstairs, though.
I'm going to have you roll your sway.
Perfect. I'm just making sure. Risky and limited, right?
Yes.
At this point, I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna go ahead and duck in to one of the employee lockers and pull my long sleeve shirt down over my wound so I can kind of
Okay.
cover the laceration.
Okay.
While this is
Gotcha.
going on.
I'm going to go for some stress again.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Whoa!
Oh, this is fantastic.
As you say this, the guards approach you and they say, "Stop right there, sir!" And they start to reach for their weapons, and you get the sense that they're going to attempt to apprehend you. One of them pulls out a pistol and tells you to put your hands in the air.
My hands are up.
The other one approaches you to attempt to restrain you, while the other one keeps the lock on you.
All right, and then with that, I am going to. I guess I'm using wreck on that one. No, that's the obstacle.
What are you attempting to do?
When he goes back around to like put my hands behind my back, I elbow him, swing down, grab his pistol, and then I'm already
Okay.
I'm ready to shoot the next guy. But
I'm gonna have you roll your skirmish for that.
skirmish, okay.
Oh man.
We'll do risky with limited effect.
And another stress goes up.
I'm gonna actually have Chantel take 1 stress and give you a helping die.
Okay.
So as you reach back and grab the pistol from the guard, you do succeed in doing that. However,
Who is that? Oh, rip.
Oh no.
Oh no, we lost 4.
Uh-oh.
Well, that throws off all our
Hold on.
overlays.
Give me 1 second. I'm sending him back an invite. Hold on.
Technical difficulties. Oh, that throws off all the overlays when someone drops like that. We broke the matrix. Uh-oh. The 4th wall is broken. I guess we could just go to this screen. Hold up.
Yep.
Hold up. Excuse us while we try to sort this mess out.
My immersion.
Hopefully everyone ends up in like the same place. Hopefully.
We'll see.
Did he lose his internet or?
Yeah, because he's off on Discord too. He should be back up in a second.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Hopefully 4 gets his internet back in a moment, and when that happens, we'll continue. And until then, thank you so much for joining us. Whoops, sorry. And we'll be right back.
I'm gonna take her.
Steal
Yeah.
them.
I'm gonna get her comforter first.
What? Just so
Or-
everyone knows, everyone can hear you now. Well, and me too. Just. All right, I think we're back. Thank you guys so much for your patience while we figured that out. Things might be. We're probably gonna see people with the wrong names next to them. Let's see how this goes. Yep, a little bit. Hold up, let me fix this real quick. We're gonna do some behind the scenes magic and pretend that, it's just. Whoops, that was the wrong one. I blame Alexis.
Listen,
Everyone else is relatively in the same spot. That's always nice. All right. I think everybody's back. Only 2 of you swapped. Gotta love Zoom. Gotta love Zoom.
Let's finish this thing.
All right. So, where am I?
So.
Is Jean-Luc okay?
Sweating over here.
Well, yeah,
That's where we
I'm
ended,
good.
right?
I'm just waiting to hear what happened. So, I successfully to grab the pistol.
So as he takes one arm and puts it behind your back, you try to quickly sort of disorient him and grab his pistol. You do successfully manage to do so. But as you do so, you kind of fumble a little bit, or he tries to grab it back from you, and you become sort of like entangled with each other. You have one hand on his pistol, he has one hand on your wrist, and you're both kind of grappling. The guard pulls up his pistol and tries to line up a shot, but doesn't want to accidentally shoot one of his own blue coats. And Chantel takes this, because she did give you the assistance die, takes this opportunity to attempt to football tackle the man. I'm just going to roll from here, I think.
Okay.
There we go. Bop, bop, bop. I didn't... Okay, wow. Well then.
Cool.
She succeeds. Chantel rushes forward and immediately just like with this, because she's a big girl, lowering herself down, hits the guy center chest with her head, immediately grabs him by the legs. You can tell she's done this before. Suddenly her cage fighting past, you feel like, is not exaggerated at all. Sweeps his legs out from underneath him. He shoots, the shot misses. She might have died here, but, a 6 is a 6. The shot misses and goes wide into the air as the man falls back, her on top of him, and she immediately starts pummeling the dude, leaving Polaris. What are you going to do here? Oh, you guys didn't see the roll. My bad.
Whoops. I am going to come out of the pretty much the employee locker, because I just went right onto the right of them just to evade the 2 guards, and come to Jean-Luc's aid, try to get this man off of him that is kind of holding his wrist back from the pistol. So I guess here would be I assume it would be a finesse, because I'm trying to help him out and get him out of that hand lock.
Okay.
I guess I'll roll a finesse here to help out John. Would this be risky, or...
I'm going to say risky because you're getting the jump on him, I will go ahead and say you can use your standard effect on that.
Okay.
So as you go, why don't you describe what you try to do?
So I notice that he has his hand pretty much kind of, let's say like right here on the wrist, around that area. And so Jean's hand is kind of free. He kind of has a little bit of space if he wanted to turn the pistol. So I kind of want to give him a nudge, give the guard a little bit of a nudge to throw him off his balance, so he kind of moves his hand a little bit to catch himself. So he kind of loosens his grip on Jean's hand a little bit.
As you make contact with him, you do knock him off his feet. Sorry, I had to burp.
Jesus.
You knock him off his feet, and as you do that, he loses his footing. The ground is very slick. He relinquishes control of Jean's hand and tries to hit you, and he connects with your, probably right here underneath your chin. And
okay.
Then as he's doing that, you manage to get him sort of by the, I want to say by the waist. You manage to you
mm-hmm.
got him by the waist, and he's hitting you, and you're kind of holding him down or pushing him down.
Okay. Jean.
Oh yeah, actually you can resolve.
So I have the pistol now, yeah?
You do,
yep.
Yes.
And now the guard is on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are you guys, and this is going to be the best way I can explain this, in a way where you're on the ground where you're spooning, or are you on your back with him on top of you?
GM, I don't know.
This is a very important question.
I'm going to say Polaris is on top since he's lost his footing and she's kind of grappling with him.
All right, so I have a clear everything. I have pistol in my hand, right? And we have Chantel has the other dude down too. I go, Polaris, move your head to the right. I blow the guard's brains out. I said, they seen our face. And I walk over to Chantel. Chantel's wrestling them, and I look right at the guard too, and I kill him too.
Okay.
Too many people seen our face. Gotta go.
So you murder both the guards, and I'm assuming do you make your way up to the tower?
We start heading up to the tower, yeah.
Okay. Polaris and Chantel are covered in blood, all manner of blood, and they're very close to the victims at hand.
At this point, Jean, I'm going to say that Chantel and we got to get out of here. We're covered in blood. I already have lacerations. I'm pretty beat up. I can meet you guys back at the bathhouse and get you situated because I know you handed out those flyers. So I'm pretty sure you're good to go and you need assistance back at your bathhouse.
Before you head to the bathhouse, grab towels, wipe yourself down, and get rid of the towels.
Right.
Before you walk out the front door.
All
Chantel,
right.
you got that? No talking to anybody else? None of that shit. Do you hear me?
No, sir. I will clean up and escort Polaris back to the bathhouse.
Perfect. Run it. And I start going towards the top of the tower.
Okay. At the top
And
of the tower.
I still have a pistol.
You do still have the pistol.
I put it.
At the top of the tower.
I conceal it into my.
You are met with the vision of Mara, a naked Mara and Mauve absolutely tearing apart the entirety of the office looking for things.
I'd like to be bent over, looking at all of the things on the weird, like, arcane table there with all the strange relics.
Is there jewelry?
Is there anything
Mara
specific on that table, or can I make it up?
Wait, what did you ask me? Sorry, I was
anything...
distracted by the imagery.
Is there anything specific on that table? Or can I just, like, make up whatever?
You can grab whatever you want, and then when we discuss your score at the end of the session, I can let you know what you get.
Okay, so I'm gonna go directly for some strange, like, carved little statue of God knows what that's on there, because I think it's interesting, could hold some magical powers, and I'm gonna hold it up at him as soon as he says my name, and I, like, come up from my weird bent over pose, and I'm like, look what I found!
Did we not have a promise? I don't have time. Okay. And so where's the mistress to me right now?
She's on the ground where they've, like, kind of slumped her against the wall, and she's, like, trying to wriggle her way, like, to a more advantageous position, and you notice her hands are handcuffed. So do they have masks on? Mara does.
I literally just...
Mauve has a towel.
Okay. But she doesn't see me yet, right?
She saw you as soon as you barged in the door.
Perfect. So I walk over to her and I go, didn't have to be this way. And I'm looking at her and she's slumped over. So I put her up against the wall, like, so she's, like, looking at me. And I ask, why are these women here against their will?
And she waits a moment and responds, no, they are not.
You have a reputation. I'm not stupid.
A reputable one. A good reputation.
Yes, but then also these women don't have a say in what they do and who they do it with. They're
That's
not free to
true.
leave. I have a flashback.
Okay.
And so the first couple of months before when I got here, I witnessed the mistress being walking with a few of her guards. And as I'm walking up the street, I notice that the mistress pulls the hair of one of the workers that are there and just slaps the hell out of her and spits on her and says, you do what I say when I say it. Now you get your ass back into the bathhouse. And I remember that. And I explain, I remember this day, and you've had a reputation, et cetera, like I've seen you do this. I've heard you do this. And I say, do you recognize who I am?
I don't know who you are. But I'll tell you this: anyone would take my word over yours.
Absolutely.
Jean-Luc, although I sincerely doubt that is your real name.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was a woman 10 years ago who you had employed here that died here. Look at my face and think about all the people that's probably died here during your stay here.
You give her
This is not how
pause.
it's supposed to be. I've waited for this moment for a long, long, long time. I pull the pistol back out from my robe and I put it underneath her chin and say, that was my mother. And because of your actions, every time a woman that is in distress, pregnant, sick, they are always welcome on my bathhouse and they could come and go as they please. But you don't have that same thing. So you've created the monster and this monster is meant to kill you. And I blow her brains out.
Oh my god!
At which point I say, boom! Yes, my favorite thing!
I start wiping like gray matter off me. I said, fuck that. You guys got everything you need? Super cold, super cold, like demeanor, like none of that haha. 5'2" of anger. Just, you guys ready to go?
Yes, but I think I'd like to put my pants on first.
Do that. There's guards coming up the stairs at some point. They already got the front. Everyone's running out. We have Polaris and Chantel going back to the bathhouse. Polaris is hurt. We got to get out of here. I survey to see if there's like the window, if there's a way I could get them out. Do you have anything on you, Mara? No.
Oh,
That we could.
I've got climbing gear. Yes, I do have climbing gear. Yes, I do.
Yes. Now, please put your pants on.
You know that. I've started to kind of shimmy into the legs of my pants, but it's hard with my boots on, so I'm kind of making my way, jumping into them, and then I'm gonna reach back and rummage into my things, putting my statue in there that I've procured, and then I'm gonna take out all of my climbing tools.
I just noticed your guys' names.
I'm a little
reversed.
weary of him because I've never seen him look this crazy, and I'm supposed to be the crazy one in these sorts of situations. So I kind of ease over around him to the window and just sort of set the stuff down and wait for him to tell me what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. So we got to get out of here ASAP. I look out the window and I'm a survey. Should I roll for survey or just see like how we could get out of here if it's gonna be safe on the way down?
I say go ahead.
You're muted.
I could lead them into a prowl.
Go for it.
Let's do it.
Okay. So I will roll my 2 prowl. I'll take stress. I'll push myself.
Mm-hmm.
What is the position?
I'm gonna say it's risky with reduced effect.
Reduced. So limited, right?
Yes, that.
I'll help them out if I can.
Yes, you may.
So 2. And then that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, go for it.
Let's go.
I got 1 6.
Let's go.
We need to get out of here, and nobody's going to see us. There was, in fact, a haunting.
Oh my god.
You all return back to the 3rd floor of Jean-Luc's establishment. There, Chantel and Polaris are all cleaned up and throwing back a couple cold ones, recounting their tales. Chantel is telling Polaris how she could totally beat her in an arm wrestling match, like no problem. Yeah.
Well, Chantel, I don't believe you could actually beat me, but the one thing you could be useful for is probably stitching up this arm. You know, I got some nice, expensive, kind of like artifacts, if you will, on this arm, and I kind of like to keep them, even though, they're now, ruggedized. It's fine, but you could sew them up, right?
You notice how large Chantel's hands are and how just sort of calloused they are. And it maybe dawns on you that she's not the most delicate flower, maybe not the most nimble. She can definitely do your stitches, but they'll definitely come out crooked.
I mean, at this point, I'm definitely pretty wasted, so I don't think I care. If
Oh
she
yeah.
wants to
Oh,
switch
in
it.
that case, she very drunkly is
Hell
like,
yeah.
"Oh yeah, I could totally stitch that right up."
Hell yeah.
I had to stitch on whole ears, you know? Like,
Dude, you're from cage fighting, right? You're
yeah,
such a badass.
Yeah, you know how many times I've had my ear like almost ripped like half off my goddamn head?
Hell yeah.
It happens all the time. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. And she started.
We made it.
And this is the scene you
just
come
burst
into
in.
the top floor on. Is Chantel like being like,
You're doing good. Yeah. Hell yeah.
"Woo!
Keep going.
We can do anything."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hey, everybody's back, guys.
Hey,
Close the door.
how's it going, guys? You wanna
Close
see
the
my
door.
tits? They're awesome.
We
at
got
'em.
we
Look at 'em.
success.
Oh god.
Success.
What? It doesn't look good? Yeah.
With as awful
Looks-
as that stitch shop looks, you
Chicks
really should've
dig
just-
scores. They do. It's a thing.
You should have
They-
just let me put you in a bottle and get you a new body. That's awful. What did you let her do to you?
Where do they do that at? That's
When the big,
That's crazy,
tall,
man.
stinky woman is telling you guys that it doesn't look good, can you please do this correctly, or I could get someone to come do it. We could.
No, it's great. It looks
It
awesome.
looks good.
It looks awesome.
It looks. Look,
Well,
okay.
Jean,
My
she did the first step good. She got her smashed.
All right.
That's a good first step.
Yeah, we put alcohol in her mouth, then we put alcohol on the wound. It's
Well,
gone
I
clean
guess that's
from
sterile
the
enough.
inside
I
and
think.
the
I'd
outside.
like a drink if I could. Please.
Yeah.
It's bottles on the
we got-
table.
we got
Now-
a picture.
So we're on the third floor of the bathhouse, right?
hmm
And I'm guessing we're in my room right now, correct? Like the main office.
Yes.
Okay, just triple checking. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I know where I'm at.
Yeah. So you all settle down, and normally this is where we would settle your score and have your downtime. But I'm not gonna lie, today's episode went totally like crazy, freaky, deaky sideways. So I think we'll probably start our next episode like that
Ah.
and talk about what exactly did you get from the bathhouse. What are the repercussions of it? What did your crew get out of it? What kind of reputation and heat have you did kill a lot of people, and a few people maybe even saw your faces. The next endeavor or crazy shenanigan y'all embark on might be a little bit more difficult this time around, because that's how Blades in the Dark works. If you get a little bit too much heat from the authorities, you might attract some unwanted attention.
Fantastic. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Regardless of how it went down, I would say, in my opinion, you at least gained some notoriety, which may or may not be a good or a bad thing.
Depends on who takes credit.
This is true.
Not Nathan.
I got to make everything smell.
You did. Very
It was
successfully. I feel like Chantel, like the freaking NPC Amara had like just straight sixes on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
such a
I
fan.
had a 4s and maybe 1 6, and I don't. I think that Mara is cheating.
I can't possibly be. I can't.
So
Oh.
we'll probably go over our scores, what you guys got, as well as all the other juicy deliciousness next time. Thank you all so much for joining us for our very first episode of The Butchers of Brightstone. Thank you for being with us through all the technical difficulties. This is our first time doing this. I'm sure it'll get smoother and more professional, get that hashtag production value as things go on. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to follow us here on the Roll20 app channel. You can also follow us all. Our respective tags, Twitter tags are underneath our names if you want reminders of when to go live and what we do. How did you guys feel about the episode?
I had a good time.
There's too much hairy
you?
ass.
Not enough. Not enough. All right.
Listen,
I broke the rule twice. I'm happy. I'm pleased.
It was pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Was it what
Nope.
you were expecting? 4?
Hell no. Definitely not, but I mean, I got some good stitches out of it, right? So I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty
Good is a very weird
Terrible.
word to use.
It's fine, Val.
Let's
I
say
thought
some
it
of
was
your
great.
tattoos might not match up anymore.
Oh, that's fine.
No.
I like to think though that they're all getting super drunk right now, just having a great time. So the stitches don't matter until a lot later.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun when her whole which bed are you putting her in? Because that those sheets are gone.
Well,
It's gonna be bad.
we'll take care of that when we get to that point. I think we'll be okay with all the new patrons that we should be getting in now with all those coupons.
Yes,
Mhm.
your bathhouse is very noticeably busy. You notice.
Fantastic.
Business.
Everything went better
may
than
or may
expected.
not be booming.
Yes. And I like boom and bang.
I
Lots
love
of
you,
booms and
Val.
bangs.
I wasn't expecting to have to take so much stress and assist in killing people, but you know, it's cool. It's fine.
It's our faces. They had to go.
True.
That plot twist at the end.
I was really
Yeah.
hoping that was
I
It was one
not
of those
ready
things where
for
if you were
that.
sitting next to me, I totally would have done one of those.
Yep.
It was great. Thank
Right
you
on.
guys so much for playing with me. You're all wonderful. And thank you all for watching. Because goodness knows, half the time we don't know what the hell we're doing. We're flying by the seat of our pants here. This entire episode was so crazy. Have a wonderful night. We'll be back next Monday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, for more chicanery and, dare say it, jackassery. Honestly, let's just be real here.